and they just did the coin toss. And Dusty, a team that averages 49 points a game, just won the coin toss. Talking about Tipton, they've deferred to the second half. What do you think about that decision?
I mean, that's showing a lot of confidence in their defense come out of the gate. I think they want to maybe set a tone, try to tell Tyler Fowler and the Valley Warriors that we're not backing down today, and it's going to be a long, hard battle for 48 minutes, and you better come ready to play. So with that message being sent, let's kick it off. Let's see what's going to happen.
Here we go. And our kickoff brought to us by American Family Insurance Agent in Park Hills, Bill Bass, committed to making the big play for their customers. You can watch online as well at J98 Web TV at MyMoInfo.com. Our web sponsors, Lambert's Cafe in Sykeston, Beck's Tree Farm in Doe Run. Valley 11-2. Their only losses to St. Genevieve and Herculaneum. Tipton unblemished 13-0 on the season. Tyler Fowler back to receive this kickoff along with Justin Roth. Valley in their all blues today, Dusty.
Yeah, you know, they've got so many options. They've got gray pants, they've got blue pants, they've got a white jersey, they've got a blue jersey, and Coach Nagger's so superstitious. I mean, if you could see his pants pocket right now, he's probably got 8 magic markers. He's so scared. He's always petrified he's going to run out of a magic marker at some time. But whatever wins, they keep wearing.
Wade Wood kicks it off. He swings that big right leg, and this one's taken by Justin Roth back at the 10-yard line. Roth, middle return. He's out across the 25 to the 29-yard line. Tipton in there, all whites with a red cardinal on the side of the helmet, red numbers and letters as well. Well, let's meet the starting lineups courtesy of Midwest Convenient Care. Nolan Wood leads out the Valley Catholic Warriors. He has a pass for 1,082. He has rushed for 618. Tyler Fowler, incomparable in the state playoffs. 2,530 yards, but over 800 in the last 2 games. Line looks like this. Ethan Fowler in the middle. Trey McClure and Joe Moulton are the guards. Jacob Troutman, Jesse Meyer flanking him. We'll see Brian Vessel, Trevor Klump, Justin Roth as wide receivers. So 1st and 10 for Valley. They've got it at their own 29-yard line, moving it right to left as Dusty and I look at and describe the action to you. Woods back in the gun. He's got Fowler off to his right side. Fowler hit at the line of scrimmage, struggles forward, and he's got 2 for Tyler Fowler to start it all off. And Tyler averaging 195 rushing yards per game. I think the per carry average may be even more important. 10.8 yards every time he catches the ball. But not that time, just 2. We'll meet that Tipton defense coming up after this play. So, 8 wide receiver right goes to the right end. Nolan was going to keep it this time, and a nice tackle right there by the hybrid outside linebacker and cornerback man, Dallas Peoples. You'll learn about him on offense, folks, in a gain of 1 yard by Nolan Wood that time. The front 4 look like this. Ryan Elliott, Zane Stover are the tackles. Dylan Cooper, Travis Edwards are the ends. We'll see Kyler Stanek and Wade Wood as linebackers. Good one. And on hybrids, Quentin Du Bois and Dallas Peoples, outside linebacker, and we'll see them as defensive back hybrids. Now here's the give to Justin Roth. He's got some room to the outside. Roth to the 40, hit at the 40, and falls forward to the 42 line. It's a gain of 9 yards by Justin Roth.
Little different formation there. Probably one of the first times I've seen Justin Roth in the backfield all year for him. It worked nice, a little counter play. Everybody's so focused on Tyler Fowler, number 17 for the Valley Warriors, that you kind of forget, and Judd's playing off of that right now.
Roth averages 8.6 yards a carry. He came in with 430 rushing yards on the year. Here's Fowler now, and Fowler trying to go right up the middle. He gets through the tackle of Wade Wood that time and falls forward for a 5-yard gain. Fowler, a good rugged back. He's fast, yes, but 6 foot, 200 pounds. He'll get a lot of yak yards.
Yeah, he is so strong, and he's been that way since about 8th grade. You know, teaching him in 8th grade history, he'd come in, he'd walk in, and he was just a man amongst boys already then. So you knew he was going to be something special when he got to this time. And now, like Judd said, he's been very patient, and he's taken his turn and run with it. 2nd and 4, and the give this time is to the back to the right side. That's Justin Roth, as Fowler tried to lead him through the hole. Roth dumped at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The corners for Tipton, Logan Hurst and Riley Brandt. The safety is Ethan Keckner. Keckner spelled K-O-E-C-H-N-E-R, but pronounced Keckner. So a 3rd and 4 for Valley Catholic. Nolan Wood is back in the backfield in the shotgun, and he's all alone right there with 3 wides to the right side. To a tight end there, or an extra tackle on the right side. Motion man is Fowler. Take it to him. Wood's going to keep it. Wood to the right side behind the tackle inside of the hash mark. And he's tackled inside of the 40-yard line of Tipton at the
7-yard line, a gain of 13 yards for Nolan Wood. And Dusty, you've got a quarterback in Wood that's rushed for 618 yards coming in. Valley with Wood in the backfield as quarterback always has 2 and sometimes 3 running backs right there.
It's really a pick your poison. Do you let number 17, the guy that everybody knows has got a chance to beat you, or do you go with somebody else? And I would go and make Nolan Wood beat me early on.
Tipton zone in on Fallard early on, and now it's Wood and Fallard both in the backfield. Trips to the left side, and a motion man going to the left as well, and the give is to Fallard. Fallard right through his guards. Tough running that time. It took all of his power to gain 3 yards, and tackle as well. Peoples, the back in this today, 985. He's a hard-nosed player, too, and a gain of 3 right there for Fallard.
What I like so Tipton is there not just 1 or 2 guys going Fallard. It is a group of Cardinals circling Fallard and making sure that he comes down on the field.
Trips to the right, 1 man to the left side, a motion man to the left, and they fake the jet sweep to Roth, the keeper by Wood. Wood breaks the tackle. He's down across that 30-yard line to the 25, and a gain of 9 yards by Wood. Everybody getting involved early for Valley. Now, Tony Braby told us, he said, the key for us, we can't give up a 60, a 70-yard run. We have to make Valley earn everything that they get. Valley is earning everything that they're getting so far, but they're very effective in marching down the field with 8.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Opening possession, there's Fallard. Fallard knocked to the ground by Peoples that time. Had a little bit of help by Zane Stover at 6'2", 205 pounds as well. But Fallard always gets that forward lean. He falls forward, he's got another 5-yard gain.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. But going back to Coach from Tipton's point, the longer you make a drive, more stuff can happen. An interception, a bad snap, a fumble, a missed handoff, whatever.
A tackle for a loss.
Exactly. Whatever gets you going. You know, that's why you don't want the big strike.
Here's Fallard once again, and he's going to follow Roth through the hole this time. Roth, a little zigzag action in the backfield. Roth goes to the right. Fallard hits the carry back to the left side, and it's a 3-yard gain for Tyler Fallard.
You can almost already see Judd's respect for their defense and not just allowing Fallard just to plow right through the line like he has been doing in the past through A-gap and B-gap, but he has have to really do some misdirection to make sure that his man and his kid gets free.
A lot of variety in the running game early on, you bet. So here's Fallard, the single setback along with Wood on the 3rd and 3. Wood keeps it. Wood's got some room. 15, 10 down to the 5-yard line. He's tackled by Wade Wood, the middle linebacker, but a gain of 14 yards by Nolan Wood, and he looks strong so far.
He does. You know, and he's probably really back to being full strength these last 2 weeks after getting the concussion against Herculaneum. You know, yeah, you may be cleared to play and you may be healthy, but still, wanting to really lower the head and go for the extra couple yards is more time coming.
It's Wood and Fallard in the backfield here. Fallard on a 1st and goal from the 6. He's got the distance as Tyler Fallard slams through the middle of the line. TD number 39 for Fallard. And Valley on top 6-0 after its opening possession. 7:05 remaining in this first quarter, and Valley strikes first. Well, a statement drive by Valley. Tipton, a powerful ball club. Valley says, we'll play power football today, and they come out and slam it right down the field after the opening kickoff.
Just a nice job. You get it inside the 5, and you just give it to your big guy who's gotten you here to this point.
Extra point is blocked, and so Valley leads 6-0. We've got your kickoff in 1 minute right here on J98. 7:05 remaining in the first quarter.
Buying your new vehicle will be a great experience at St. Gen Ford, your hometown Ford dealer in St. Genevieve. You'll receive top dollar for your trade-in and get the best deal in town and receive excellent service after the sale. Visit St. Gen Ford today at the corner of Highway 61 and M Road in historic St. Genevieve and give them a chance to prove to you that they really do have the best deals. Give St. Gen Ford a call today at 883-7437 or toll free at 800-224-7437.
The best new ATVs and side-by-sides of 2013 have arrived, and they're at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington right now, just in time for the Polaris Holiday Sales event. You can get financing as low as 2.99% plus rebates up to $1,000 on legendary Sportsman, powerful Rangers, razor-sharp razors, and the industry's most complete collection of youth models. Get to Midwest Sports Center, 124 Walker Drive in Farmington before December 31st for low financing and huge rebates during the Polaris Holiday Sales event. Sale ends December 31st.
Dusty, check this out, because you might not see this again, maybe ever. There's a starting offensive guard that is a kick returner for Tipton, and he's a good one. Wade Wood, the kid can run, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Valley's going to angle this kick, and they're going to angle it out of bounds, so Tipton will get it with good field position. But as we take a look at that touchdown drive, courtesy of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, and an impressive way to start for Valley.
Unbelievable. 12 plays, going 71 yards, taking up 5 minutes off the clock, finished by who else in the last 2 games? Tyler Fowler, number 17, with a 6-yard plunge. Just a great job running the ball. Didn't have to put the ball in the air at all. Faced some 3rd downs and 4s and 5s, and were able to complete. Just a nice job up front by the offensive lineman that you talked about earlier in the weight advantage.
Well, we saw a great running back in Tyler Fowler. We saw Nolan Wood. Let's take a look at Dallas Peoples. I'm kind of fired up to see this young man run as well. A senior for Tipton, and he's got nearly 24 yards on the season. And before it ever gets started, well, it's a penalty, and it looks like an early start for Tipton, so maybe a little bit of nerves, I don't know. Earth Mother Health Foods sponsoring our coverage today. Marzuko Electric in St. Genevieve, along with County Do-It Center, Tower Rock Stone, and R&T Premium Meats in St. Genevieve. Starting lineups brought to you by Midwest Convenient Care. Riley Brandt, the quarterback, a sawed-off 5'9", 160-pounder, good runner, good thrower. Dallas Peoples, the running back. The center, Dylan Cooper. On the guard, Zane Stover, Wade Wood, Ryan Elliott, and Kyler Stanek are the tackles. Split end will be Quentin Du Bois, Travis Edwards, and we'll see Ethan Keckner there as well. So the quarterback, Riley Brandt, is going to start 5 yards a little bit deeper than he thought he would, and the give is to Peoples. Peoples hit once and twice, stays on his feet, tries to get to the right side, but finally taken down. That time by Justin Roth, outside linebacker. So Valley gets to the spot to tackle early, but we see good balance by Peoples on that first run.
Yeah, it really was. He kind of ran into the back of his own offensive lineman there and was able to still keep his balance and bounce it out for another yard or 2. But this is what Tipton can't do. They can't get into 2nd and longs, 1st and longs. They can't shoot themselves in the foot early on in drives, because your playbook goes out the window.
Riley Brandt pitches it to Peoples here. He's hitting the backfield, trying to get to the outside, delivers a stiff arm, breaks the tackle, and he's near first down yardage, a gain of 12 for Dallas Peoples. Well, we saw a little bit of everything that time.
The very impressive right there. Not breaking 1, not breaking 2, but maybe even the most impressive tackle. He outran Tyler Fowler on the corner, and that could spell trouble for the Valley Warriors. If they can't, if speed is equalized, it could spell trouble.
Peoples a 4.47 guy, so he is a guy that can pick him up and put him down. The winner here gets the winner of Hamilton or Penny. Hamilton-Penny. It's in Hamilton. The name of the high school is Penny. They're playing Salisbury in the other state semifinal, and Hamilton is up 14-0 early on. Salisbury's not yet gotten the ball. So it looks like a big day for Hamilton. We'll wait and see. It's a 3rd and 4, and is it a gain of 4 or 3? A pretty nice spot that time on the completion to Logan Hurst, and a good toss by Riley Brandt moved the sticks for the Tipton Cardinals.
Nice job knowing where the first down marker is right there. Good throw by Riley Brandt. Rolled out just enough to get himself free. A good line drive shot right at his receiver. Good open field tackle by the Valley Warriors. He caught it, put him down on the ground, and now Tipton goes from the 45.
A couple of things I liked about that pass from Tipton. Brandt threw it as his receiver Hurst was coming out of the break,
yes.
So let him there, and Hurst ran the pattern right to the first down stick.
Yes.
How often does that not happen?
Yeah, exactly. You always find that yard or 2 short.
Peoples goes through his guards this time, and Peoples stays so low to the ground, he breaks 3 tackles, he's across midfield to the 40, to the 31 man to beat, to the 20, to the 10. You got to get the ball to your Peoples, and Tipton does it. 55 yards for Dallas Peoples. The first huge play coming from the Cardinals, and we're tied at 6 at the 5:40 mark of the first quarter.
Unbelievable. Breaking tackles, and then again busting away and really tearing away from the Valley defenders there. And again, like I just got done saying, speed on speed. This could be a good one. We might be in for a good one today.
That was sensational, Dusty. And this kid has run 3 times, and every time he's touched it, he's been hit in the backfield, and he's gotten positive yards. So here's the extra point to put Tipton on top from Cooper, and it won't go through. So we're tied at 6. 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. It's a fun one so far in Valley. And we're back after this 1-minute timeout on J98.
Mark is on the line from Blackwell Motors, and you guys are keeping busy today.
Yep, you bet. What a gorgeous day, too. I mean, this time, week before Thanksgiving, well, less than a week, and we have weather like this. Folks, get out, take advantage of the weather. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned, vehicle, come to Blackwell Motors, Bonne Terre, Missouri. We're sitting up here on Blackwell Mountain. Folks, you cannot go wrong. We got over 900 units in stock, rates around 2%, $1,000 Christmas cash. Use it on however you want. You bring it back for your taxes. Use it for Christmas gifts, whatever you need. Folks, it's right here, Bonne Terre, Missouri, Blackwell Motors. Take advantage of it. Come by and see us and save thousands on that next quality pre-owned vehicle. 431-8599. Toll free if you're out of the area is 1-800-238-6970. And the website is blackwellmotors.com.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
A sensational run by Dallas Peoples, and we're all tied at 6. A fun one here in St. Genevieve at Valley Catholic High School. Kicking it off for Tipton is Wade Wood. The deep men are Ballard and Roth, but this time the kick is short, and it's taken short by Trevor Klump, and he returns it out to the 39-yard line. Well, our touchdown drive brought to us by Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, and Dusty, 3 carries from Dallas Peoples. He finished up with a 55-yarder. What a drive by Tipton to tie it.
Unbelievable. Full of plays, only a minute 25 off the clock for the Tipton Cardinals, finished by an outstanding run by the Tipton running back, 55 yards to the house, and a missed extra point. Off the air, we were talking, and maybe it's because I'm a kicker, but extra points are going to come in huge in this one.
Boy, it sure seems like they might. And here's a fake on a jet sweep. Wood keeps it, and Wood plowing forward. He didn't have a whole lot of room to run, but he carried 2 tacklers down the field, and when he was hit at the line, he drugged 2 guys. Another 6 yards. Great run by Nolan Wood, and right now he is the leading rusher for Valley with 43 yards on 5 carries.
And I know Coach Nagger, with working on his staff, he's just lulling somebody to sleep. He's picked somebody out already that you wait. It's going to be a big pass here, and they're going to try to get that big yard play.
Here's Justin Roth coming in motion near that line of scrimmage from the right side. Fowler slams his way forward, and we're seeing some great power football by both these teams so far. A 5-yard run by Tyler Fowler, Ethan Fowler, Joe Moulton, Trey McClure, Jesse Meyer, Jacob Troutman, all doing a great job in the trenches.
It's really funny. It's like a game of poker. I see your running back, I raise you mine. So it's been a nice little chess game, poker match right here early on between the 2 coaches.
Twins to the left and twins to the right side. Fowler, the single setback, standing right beside Wood. Wood fakes it to him, keeps, and he's racing down the field. First down yardage to the 40, slamming forward to the 35-yard line, and another 15-yard gain from Nolan Wood.
A nice job. You know, I was concerned about the weight difference, and then I got to thinking, well, maybe their speed will be able to get into those gaps a little quicker. And right now, they're getting into the gaps, and it almost sometimes looks like they might be over pursuing a little bit. Nice job maybe to slow down a little bit once they get through the line.
Well, 2 running backs in the backfield this time. That was Justin Roth, and he's chopped down at the line of scrimmage. That was Ryan Elliott knifing in, 6 foot, 220 pounds. This guy can move.
That was a nice play right there. Just stuck his arm out, got enough of the ball carrying, and brought him down for the field for a loss on the play. That might be Valley's first loss, negative yardage on the day.
You're right, it is, and that's a -1. So trip to the left side, twins to the right side. This is where Nolan Wood likes to take it through, but Justin Roth going to be the motion man. They'll fake the jet sweep. Wood breaks a tackle now, 2, and trying to struggle forward and break the tackle of the 3rd man through, but that's Wade Wood. 115 tackles coming in. That leads this Tipton team, and he's a good head buster right there in the middle of that defense.
Wade Wood showed his strength right there, laying flat on his back, just would not let go of Nolan Wood's jersey as he had finally. Nolan just came down to the ground.
Both these teams are bringing the wood, right?
Yes, right now.
Nolan and Wade.
And Wade. It might be which wood is stronger, you know, and that type of thing. Big 3rd down for, play right here for the Valley Warriors.
3rd and 8. They've got it at the Tipton 34-yard line, and a quick whistle and a timeout here, or rather an official's timeout, because they've thrown a flag. That'll give us a moment to thank a few of our sponsors now. And let's go with the Blank of Bloomsdale and Bloomsdale, Farmers Mutual Insurance Company in St. Genevieve, and State Representative Joe Fowler in St. Genevieve. The call is offsides, but it's on the offense. You usually get a false start on the offense. You don't see the offsides call very often.
Has to be somebody lined up too close to, in that neutral zone for Valley. But now, here's the thing. Valley, this 3rd and 13 does not scare them. They have enough firepower in the passing game. that this is just another play in the playbook.
So Klump the motion man. They'll flood the left side with all 3 wide receivers, and Klump's got some room to go. To the 20, gets a block, cuts back to the 20-yard line. He needed 13, and he picks up 18. First down, Valley, move the sticks.
When you need a big play, you go to a senior, right? And that's what they do. Trevor Klump, little guy. Hopefully he's going to be my point guard here in the next couple weeks, but does a nice job and gets lost in the crowd, and he's got tremendous burst of speed.
And a great play design to the blocking set up well right there as Fowler gets this thing. He's rumbling off to the right hash mark, falls forward once again, and once you think there's not a whole lot of line push there, he's got 6 yards.
Yeah, Tyler, just strong, just a strong man. And, you know, looking out at the jerseys, I can kind of see a little fade in that jersey. That means it's been washed a lot, so that means he's been using it a lot. So a nice job right there by Tyler Fowler.
He does get it dirty, doesn't he? And now Fowler's got it again. He gets a huge line push this time. The whole thing surges forward, and he isn't even touched until the 5-yard mark. So it'll be I think it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Valley at the 10-yard line on a gain of 5. Power football, and the clock continues just to roll in this first quarter. 2:33 remaining in the first frame, and we're tied at 6. The officials look like want to measure this thing. Nose of the football right on the 10-yard line, so it'll be close.
It's going to be real close, but I would have to believe, knowing Coach Nager the way I do, they're going to line it up, whether it's an inch short or a foot short or 3 yards short, and go after this one.
Got to believe the same thing.
Yeah.
They'll stretch the chains, and it looks like
first down.
First down. So there you go. Let's thank Innovative Warehousing and Distributing in Farmington, Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, and Red Roof Grooming and Boarding in Bloomsdale, helping to bring us our semi-final coverage of Valley Warrior football. Nolan Wood, the quarterback / running back in the backfield, joined by Tyler Fowler. It is a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line for the Warriors. Wood surveys the defense, deploys 2 wides to each side, barks it out. Long count, and Valley moved early. So we have 1st and goal from the 15 here.
Yeah, just a little anxious right there. A little miss. Wide receiver looking in, saying, why wasn't it snap? Looked like a little miscommunication right there on the snap count. And that's something that could come in big down the line is penalties in this game. And who's going to get in the most 1st and 15, 2nd and 15 type of situations, and who can stay away from those opportunities.
1 drive by each team, 1 touchdown by each team. Valley on their 2nd drive right now and threatening. 1st and goal at the 15-yard line. Yeah, you heard me right. Wood keeps it this time. Going to try to take it right back up the middle. He is swung and flung down that time, but he still manages to gain 4. It was an interesting play because the middle of the line, every single player was on the ground, and then Nolan Wood just hurdled him for 4 yards.
Yeah, it looked like Valley tried to do like a little chop block there to open up some games or whatnot, and official whistling and pointing over to the Tipton sideline.
Now you look at the sideline, Dusty, and then you look all the way around the field. The stands are packed. This whole field is just ringed with spectators today.
And you knew that was going to happen. First of all, you got beautiful weather. Second of all, you know, both these teams have been here before and done it, and you knew that Valley would represent. But the surprise that Tipton brought, as many as they did, is fantastic.
They really traveled well. Wood looking for the end zone, and just long. Really not that bad of a pass. Roth had just a step on his man, and he laid out for it in the end zone, and the pass just a shade long.
Yeah, just only the second pass play of the game so far, and Nolan just missing a wide open Justin Roth. I can't see, was that Riley over there trying to defend him, I believe, that kind of slipped in the end zone, number 9? Yeah Riley just slipped in the end zone, freeing up Justin Roth.
So a 3rd and goal from the 12. And Nolan Wood hands it off on that counter play. Justin Roth slamming toward the end zone. He gets all the way down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 9 by Justin Roth.
Still not enough for a first down. Big play right here. This might be a gut check early in the game.
First power one.
Yeah, power versus power here. You're 2 yards away. I would have to believe that Tyler Fowler is going to get this ball.
I think it's got to be Fowler.
Yeah, I don't think you have an option.
So Wood and Fowler both in the backfield. 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll look back over to the near sideline, see if they want to change the play. Wood directs his attention toward the line once again. Barks it out. Here's the snap. Fowler's got it. Leans forward. Just over the goal line. Touchdown Warriors. Touchdown Fowler. Number 40 on the season. Number 2 today. And Valley back on top by a touchdown. 12-6 at the 35-second mark of the first frame.
You had to know it was coming. Tipton knew it was coming. It was just a matter of being able to stop him. And, just 2 yards. You got to figure Tyler Fowler's going to pick that up. He falls forward for 3.
To me, the big play was the 9-yard gain on the previous play to get you to the 2. That makes it, I don't want to say easy, but that's a lot better position.
Manageable. Makes it very manageable. Very.
All right, so the extra point coming here from Devin Coots. And this one will not go through either. You might be right. The first extra point might win this thing. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And we've got your kickoff coming in 1 minute right here on J98 The Boot.
Wholesome U.S. Incorporated in Bloomsdale is proud to be a part of the community and is firmly committed to be a good corporate citizen and partner in the community. Wholesome U.S. Incorporated in Bloomsdale is proud of the area's young athletes and encourages everyone to attend and support our area schools and their sporting events. This message brought to you by your friends at Wholesome U.S. Incorporated in Bloomsdale. Community strength and support. That's Wholesome U.S. Incorporated.
The lawyers and staff at the Rottler and Holzkamp Law Firm in St. Genevieve are proud supporters of community events. They wish the Valley Catholic Warriors good luck in the state playoffs. Remember the hard work that got you there and push forward to a victory. Rottler and Holzkamp Law Firm in downtown St. Genevieve is a full-service law firm providing quality legal service. That's Rottler and Holzkamp Law Firm in St. Genevieve, proud to support the Valley Catholic Warriors. Give them a call if you need them at area code 573-883-5793.
12-6, the Valley Catholic Warriors on top. 3 possessions we've seen so far, and we've seen 3 touchdowns. Devin Coots going to kick it off. Brother or cousin of Derek? Nephew of Derek Coots. More on that coming up in a little bit. I saw Derek Coots hit a 40-yard field goal into a 35-mile-an-hour wind in a state quarterfinal game one time. That was up in Huntsville, Missouri at West Rand. So both of these, St. Vincent and Valley, both have some history with West Rand. So here's the kickoff by Coots. It's a short one. Tipton calls for a fair catch, and they do it inside of the 30 at the 28-yard line. So let's go through that drive, courtesy of our Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Another touchdown drive by Valley.
Yeah, and Coach Braby's getting exactly what he wanted. Another 11-play, 5-minute, 5-second drive for the Valley Warriors, going 61 yards, finished by a 2-yard plunge from Tyler Fowler again. But Coach Braby's got to be happy. He's made them run 23 offensive plays for 2 touchdowns. Normally, if you run 23 plays for Valley lately, it's been 7 touchdowns. Yeah, exactly. So he's got to be happy with the way his defense is playing. They just got to kind of do the bend, not break.
For Tipton, they've only controlled the ball for a little over a minute.
Yeah.
But they got a touchdown out of it.
They're still in the ball game.
Dallas Peoples was the guy that scored it on a 55-yarder. A tremendous run from Peoples, and Peoples gets it this time as well, and he slams it forward for 5 yards. As soon as this Peoples kid is hit, he either spins or he cuts or he jumps or whatever. He is so quick. And you know this old saying, the low man wins in football. You can't get lower than this guy.
No, he's very elusive, and then has the speed to break away. Obviously, he showed that in his first touchdown run. But, yeah, really 2 good running backs, 2 good running football games. And we'll be out of here real quick if they keep running football.
We will. 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter, in fact, and Tipton won't get the play off. So we're at the end of the first frame, and it's a 12-6 lead for Valley. Tipton football when we come back. You're listening to state semifinal football right here on Kickin' Country J98 KTJJ Farmington, Park Hills, Deloge. We're back in a minute.
Jesse back in the line at Blackwell Motors. It's going to be a good day with Christmas cash and low interest rates. What more could you ask for, Jesse?
Beautiful weather in November. I guess that's what they tell me we're going to have today, folks. If you're out there looking for a great premium quality vehicle, I want you to stop by Blackwell Motors in Monterey.
People call this the big mega store, the Blackwell Mountain. Folks, this is the best place to come to Blackwell Motor Stores because we have the biggest inventory. We have everything you're looking for, from the new Silverados, which are the 2012 Chevy Silverado Crew Cabs or the Crew Cab F-150s. They're starting as low as $29,995. Here, we try to save you guys money. We're open today until 6 o'clock. Come out and check out the great deals. 431-8599, toll free, 1-800-238-6970, website, blackwellmotors.com. Remember, we do have the Christmas cash, $1,000. Come on in and use it.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Thanks so much for joining us today on J98 and watching it, if you are as well, at J98 Web TV. Jack Sadler running our video for us today on MyMoInfo.com. It's Valley on top, 12-6 at the end of the first quarter. Tipton, though, has had one possession, and they scored a touchdown. They've got it back once again. And Dallas Peoples, the major threat for this ball club. Quick pass this time out to the left side. Travis Edwards caught it, but his knee was down. And, Dusty, that means it's a 2-yard loss on a completion.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's hard to tell yourself in that kind of situation to just take a couple steps in, meet the pass, and then take off and run. But, you know, you want to make sure that it's completion, not a backward pass, as well to cause a fumble or anything like that. So now it's going to give them 3rd and 6. And a big play again. You know, I think every big play is going to come down on 3rd down today.
You might be right. 12-6, Valley on top. Twins to the left side, Twins to the right. Dallas Peoples, the lone setback. Now, Riley Brandt can run the ball as well. Brandt wheels it to the right side. He's going to tuck it and run. Slams right into the middle of the line, and he is decked right at the line of scrimmage. I mean, he is popped right there. That is picture-perfect tackling form from Tyler Fallett, and that's our first crown collision of the game. Huge hit by Fowler, and it sets up a 4th and 4 for Tipton.
Riley Brandt looked like he ran into a wall. I mean, he just stopped and met Tyler Fowler.
Brandt also the punter for Tipton. So there's always that risk when you've got a quarterback and punter that you can run some stuff.
I was just thinking that. I mean, just thinking that, you never know.
In fact, Valley, thinking the exact same thing, doesn't even put back a return man. They ran straight defense that time, and Brandt punts it down inside of the 20-yard line to the 19, where Valley will get the football up a touchdown at the 10:34 mark here this second quarter. Great defensive stop that time, and a huge hit by Tyler Fowler to help out the cause.
Yeah, but here we go. Here's Coach from Tipton right now.
Coach Brave,
sorry. That making them go 80 yards. You know, I mean, he's got the field position game. You wonder, he's hoping right now that can the Tipton Cardinals defense stop the Valley Warriors just one time to get them a good position.
You know, you talked about Valley avoided a big penalty, avoided a negative play, avoided an incomplete. Well, the first negative play we saw from Tipton just moments ago actually came on a completion, but it cost them a possession as they did not pick up a first down.
You're right, because it changes your playbook.
Here's Fowler now, and Fowler dumped in the backfield. Couple of huge hits. That's Wade Wood bringing it, and Dylan Cooper helping him out, and Fowler is slammed for a 4-yard loss.
Impressive tackling right there by the Tipton Cardinals, meeting the head of the monster basically for the Valley Warriors the last 2 weeks. You know, just a nice job standing him up and putting him down. A loss on the play, another loss.
Fowler, good numbers so far, 11 carries and 38 yards, but when you're averaging 400 a game and your last 2, it pales in comparison. And now here's a counter play, and Justin Roth did a tremendous job wiggling in and out that time as he ran the slalom down the right side of the field and gained 9 yards on the carry.
Yeah. One thing with Coach Nagger and the Valley Warriors, offensively and defense, they're not going to see anything new unless you put it in that week. Their playbooks, their scouting reports are magnificent. I see right now that Valley Warriors are kind of running some counter fake sweep type actions, and you wonder if Tipton hasn't seen that on film and is catching them off guard right now.
And now they empty the backfield, and you still really have a running back there because Nolan Wood's such a good runner from the quarterback position. Timeout, though, Valley, and we'll take it with them. 9:26 remaining before the half. 12-6, Valley on top with the football. We're back in a minute on J98.
Tower Rock Stone Company is honored to be a part of the St. Genevieve community for well over 30 years, and they're proud to be a vital asset to the community as well. Tower Rock Stone Company stands behind our area high school athletes. Sports makes a difference in so many young athletes' lives. Tower Rock Stone encourages everyone to support your local athletic teams by teaching responsibility and teamwork. As This message brought to you by your friends at Tower Rock Stone in St. Genevieve.
St. Genevieve Vet Clinic takes special care of your animals, big and small. Serving St. Genevieve and surrounding areas, Dr. James Fallard is dedicated to the health and well-being of your animals, from the smallest cat and dog to horses and cattle. When you need a vet, call the office of Dr. James Fallard for an appointment at 573-883-2758. That's St. Genevieve Vet Clinic, located on Highway 32 in St. Genevieve. 573-883-2758.
Valley comes out in a different alignment right here than before the break, and they hand it over to Justin Roth. Fallard trying to lead him through the... And another big tackle that time. Nice job by Ryan Elliott. A tackle, and Valley might be in their first punting situation now.
Yeah, it looks so. You know, you see Nolan Wood jogging off the field here. Justin going back to punt. But just being on Coach Nager's staff, I just don't think he's going to punt it. I don't ever think he's going to punt it. I mean, you just know something might be up his sleeve, you know. But I also do know that he understands field position, and I think right now it's too big of a chance.
The snap up back to Roth. It's a good one. He kind of steps to his right side and bombs it away. This is taken by Peoples. Peoples going to take it to the far side. He's running backward now. Huge stiff arm by Peoples. He turns the corner to the 40 to the 45-yard line. I like this kid, Dusty. He is fun to watch.
He is. He's really good stiff arm on Bryant Vessel right there in the backfield. And it would have been interesting to see if he keeps his feet, if that sideline was open or not. But slides down right there just short of the 45 of the Tipton Cardinals.
Now, did you see who was back there returning the punt with him? It was Wade Wood, the offensive guard again.
Maybe NFL teams need to do that. Send your big old lineman back there to be that lead blocker.
Ray Nitschke back returning a punt. 8:37 remaining in this first half. A great ball game. You always wonder how teams from different areas of the state will match up because the records don't really tell you. The stats don't really tell you. You have to get together on the field because the schedules are so different. And, well, from early accounts, this looks like a pretty good meeting between these two as Peoples now struggles toward the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down right there. I think that was Vessel that wrapped him up. It was.
Yeah, Coach Braby right now is dead on. They do match up well right now. Although I'd like to see Valley maybe try to air it out a little bit more. Let's see what the defensive backs have. Maybe that opens up some more running room for the Tyler Fallard, Justin Roth, Nolan Wood. But like I said, it's a game of poker. It's a game of chess right now. Each of them feeling each other out. Second half, I'm sure we'll see a lot more.
2nd and 9 for Tipton. They've got it at their own 46. Brant wants to throw it. He whistles it over the middle, and a great catch, a diving catch by Ethan Keckner that time. You won't see many catches better than that. That was tremendous, and that thing had some gunpowder coming off the end of it.
That was a fabulous throw and catch. Only Ethan was going to catch that ball for Tipton. All right, and then falling to his knees and reaching back. And I'd really like to see that he catches it with his hands and not up against his pad. Good soft hands by Ethan Keckner.
Yeah, that was a nice play, and Brant put some juice on that baby. 7:45 and counting down in our first half. 12-6, Valley on top. First down, though, from Tipton, and they get into Valley territory. Jet sweep this time to Travis Edwards. Edwards has the right corner, and he's finally brought down after a 10-yard gain by Jared Davis, the sophomore.
Nice job right there. You sent the man in motion the first time. I think Tipton's done that today and was able to get the handoff as soon as he got right there next to the quarterback for Tipton and just got outside the circle and broke containment. And that's big when you're playing Valley Warriors.
And a little variety from Tipton now. We talked about the variety from Valley, and Tipton now starting to throw a few more things out there.
Yeah, it's really nice to see both of these squads and a lot of high school teams going to this spread offense. It makes it for a much more exciting ball game.
People gets it before the guards. There's Vessel helping to wrap him up right there, and the second man off the bottom of the pile that time. Who was it? Was that Troutman?
Jacob Troutman.
And McClure, I beg your pardon. So a gain of, 3 that time by Peoples. Peoples with 6 carries, 79 yards. This is a guy that averages, get this average, 14.8 yards a carry.
Outstanding.
Ridiculous.
That's a first down. Why wouldn't you just hand it to him every time?
Plus some, yeah. Here's Peoples again, and Peoples showing some good power. And Peoples rips off a 6-yard gain right there. This is a strong young guy. Here's an offensive front. Elliott Stover, Cooper Wood, Stanek. They average 191. They're giving up 24 pounds per man to Valley, but they're hanging in.
You know, there's always such a huge advantage of being an offensive player and a defensive player. Offense, you know where the play is going. Defense has to react. So if you can be quick enough to seal down that block or whatnot, sometimes size doesn't matter.
That's a good point. 6:18 remaining in our first half. And 12-6 Valley leads, but Tipton's on the march. People, the single setback. Motion man Edwards once again. And Riley Brandt comes up under center and says, no, we want to talk about this. I don't think Edwards was supposed to go in motion because Brandt got right up as soon as he saw him coming by. He said, we got to talk about this. So we'll step aside with him. 6:09 remaining in the first half. 12-6. Valley by a score. Tipton with the ball. Back in a minute on J98.
Are you in need of an appliance? Marzzucco Electric Best Brands Plus in St. Genevieve and Perryville is your home of GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, and more. In all, Marzzucco Electric carries over 12 lines of appliances, electronics, satellites, and TVs. They also offer factory-authorized appliance service as well as residential, commercial, or industrial electrical service. For all your appliance needs or for professional electrical service, visit Marzzucco Electric at 425 Market Street in St. Genevieve or Crossroads Village Center in Perryville.
R&T Premium Meats in St. Genevieve want to congratulate the St. Gen Dragons and the Valley Warriors on a great 2012 football season. R&T Premium Meats offers a quarter, half, or whole beefs and pork. They sell and process all hormone-free meats. For more information, call Tim at 535-4649 or Robert at 883-0068. That's R&T Premium Meats located on Jokerst Road in St. Genevieve. Proud to be a part of the St. Genevieve community.
Peoples, the single setback. They fake it to him. Brandt wants to go up top, looking for the end zone, and the ball is dropped. Ethan Keckner at 6'1", had it put right in his hands, and he dropped it right in the end zone. Love the play call from Tony Bravey. You got a 3rd and 2. You've got a running back that's run for 2,400 yards on the year. You fake it to him and go for the touchdown, and Keckner just dropped it.
Great play action. Faked everybody out. It's great coverage by Jared Davis. However, I wonder if teams are going after Jared. I've noticed that a little bit more. Jared's a good athlete, and I'm really surprised they're going after him.
Well, but one reason that you run that play on 3rd down, if you're Coach Bravey, is because you know if you don't get it, you're going for it on 4th anyway. Yeah. And Brandt actually sneaks it for 4 yards and a 1st down.
A good quick snap. It looked like Valley was kind of standing a little bit at the on the defensive line waiting for a play call in from their defensive coordinator, and they just got up, snapped it, boom, got me 4 yards. But yeah, that play told you that it was 4-down territory.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Tipton. They keep the sticks moving at the 5:50 mark of this second quarter. 12-6, Valley on top, but Tipton's on the march. Riley Brandt, he threw a good ball in that last one, didn't he?
Good tight spiral with some juice behind it.
Edwards the motion man, and now here's a flag, and somebody jumped early. It was Tipton. All right, Dusty, going to give you a little quiz here. Can you tell me, I'm only asking you this live on there because I think you will get it right.
Okay.
You tell me the last team to defeat Valley in the postseason.
Eddie Hamilton.
And they're up 28-0 in the other semifinal right now against Salisbury. We could. I mean, there's a long way to go. We could have a rematch in the title game.
It's eerie similar. We traveled to Tipton in 2009 before we met Penny in the Edward Jones Dome, and it could. You're right. It could be eerily similar to 2009.
We'll tell you about the history of 2009 coming up in a moment. Brandt looks for the quick hitter, and this thing is tipped and picked off. Valley's got it. And once again, Brandt threw a pretty good ball, but his receiver could not hold on, and Trevor Klump jumps up and picks it off. Tipton was driving on Valley. There's your first turnover. Mark that one down as a big play. 5:18 remaining in this second quarter. Tipton driving it right near the red zone territory, and the Warriors pick them off after a tipped pass.
Yeah, I think it was Jared Davis that made the interception, just to correct you real quick. But after getting burnt or having the opportunity, almost getting burnt in the end zone, comes back with a huge play. Nice job, Jared Davis.
Huge play by the Valley Warriors. So here's Nolan Wood, and let's see if this gives the offense a little fire, and it does, as Tyler Fowler breaks 3 tackles and keeps slamming forward, pounds it out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 15 yards for Tyler Fowler, his longest carry of the game.
Nice job right there. Momentum shifts, and that's the key for both teams here. Who's going to sustain them, the most of them, who's not going to relinquish the momentum. And right now, you look around, and Tipton kind of hanging ahead, wondering if this is the time that Valley starts to wake up a little bit.
They were kind of hanging their head on that play. 1st and 10 for Valley. They've got it at the Tipton 49-yard line, and 10 men right close to the line of scrimmage. And this time, they'll bring Fowler down right at the line. Had a good play and a good defensive stop that time. Logan Hurst knifing in from the outside to make the play.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it in the pregame a little bit. You heard Coach Braby talk about it a little bit, about the tradition versus the not knowing of what's the next step. And sometimes when a turnover like that happens, you wonder if your kid's psyche just goes, here we go again.
So here's Wood. He's got in the backfield. He's joined on an option play by Fowler. Nobody's home, and Fowler has the 40. He has the corner to the 30. He's got one man to beat, and Brandt knocks him out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A gain that time of 37 yards, and that was just something that Tipton was not prepared for.
No, you could see that one open up. They sent Justin Roth in motion, kind of do a little, I don't want to say crack back, but came in, took her out the linebacker, and it was just a free rein and hoped that somebody catch up with Tyler Fowler.
Boy, nobody was out there with Fowler when he had the corner that time. Brandt was able to track him down at the 13. 1st and 10 for Valley. Quarterback keeper now. Woods got the zone read. He's got the 10. He's got the 5. He's got the end zone. Touchdown Valley. 4:17 remaining in the first half. Warriors 18. Cardinals 6. And the interception converted into a quick touchdown by the Warriors.
Nice job, Nolan Wood, and we talked about it. I would make Nolan beat you with my feet, and that's exactly what he's doing. Now, because of the 2 missed extra points, Coach Nager feels forced to go right here 4-2, and this could be the theme of the day for the rest of the way out.
All right, so the Warriors looking for that 2-point conversion, trying to take a 20-6 lead. And Nolan Wood deploys 4 wide receivers to the left side, 1 man off to the right side, and he'll go in motion clump as they're going to flood the right side. Now they're going to run the option play back to the right side. The pitch is to Wood, and he scampers in for the 2. What an innovative play.
Like I said, Coach Nager's got something up his sleeve at all time. He had to see that somewhere, though. I know he's a big college football guy. He watches a lot of it, always coming down on Thursday nights and watching a lot of college football with Coach Nager, but does a nice job. Trevor Klump's smart enough to know when to flip it. 2 points, gets 2 of those 3 extra points back.
Looked like that was inspired by Chris Peterson of Boise State.
Yeah, Chris Peterson, Oregon, somewhere in that aspect, yeah.
4:17 remaining in the first half, 20-6, as Valley has hopped on top after an interception, and a few plays later, a touchdown. We're back with your kickoff in 30 seconds right here on the Boot.
All deer hunters, come on by and check out the huge selection of key, brown duck, and camouflage clothing at MFA Agri-Services in St. Genevieve. Let them outfit you for the entire hunting season, because they also carry a large selection of boots from muck to northerner. And be sure and stop by MFA Agri-Services in St. Genevieve for all your fall and spring fertilizer and seed needs for your home and farm. Remember, deer hunters, get your key, brown duck, and camouflage clothing at MFA Agri-Services on Industrial Drive in St. Genevieve.
Here's the kickoff by Devin Coots. It's a short kickoff, and they hand it over to a lineman. How about this? It's handed off to Wade Wood, and Wade rumbles out to the 38. This kickoff was taken by Logan Hurst, a running back. He turns around and hands it to his lineman, Wade Wood, and says, "Go forth, my senior teammate."
How many times do you see a skilled player say, "I don't want it here, you big guy,
Never.
You take it, you take it." So nice job right there by the Tipton Cardinals to get the ball in the, I guess, the man's hands.
Well, we said we'd review that 2009 for you a little bit closer, and so we will. In 2009, you talked about it, the semifinal victory over Tipton. That was 49-21. And then the last team to defeat Valley in the postseason, that was in the Dome. Penny Hamilton beat them 21-17. And to me, perhaps the most interesting part of the continuation of that story, Penny and Valley both won state the next year. Hamilton became the only team to win Class 1, bump up to Class 2, and then win Class 2 the next year. That tells you about their program, too.
Yeah, it really does. And I think that's what's got a lot of people in fear of Penny is there is a big difference between Class 1 and Class 2. And they're so good, and they've been so good, that how good are they going to look against another Class 1 team in the finals? Looks like next Friday.
Peoples tries to get to the corner, and I think Vessel's done a nice job of boxing him in as he wraps him up once again and spins him out of bounds on a gain of just a couple.
Yeah, Brian Vessel, kind of an unsung hero in everything he does. You know, he plays basketball for me. He's the 6th, 7th guy, comes in, kind of does all the dirty work. Baseball guy. You know, he's the DH last year, got the big hit against Twin Rivers.
Right. I did that game.
To drive in, you know, what eventually got them to the Final Four. Just not a lot of rah-rah around him, but he comes in and he does his job.
He's a gamer. Fumble by Peoples as Fowler hit him, but Peoples picked it back up, and then he swarmed, and Nolan Wood helping to shut him down. These Warriors are smelling blood. They're like sharks in the water right now.
Yeah, they've got the momentum right now, and if you're Tipton, you want to get to halftime probably as quick as possible at 20-6 and hope to regroup. You will have the ball to start the half. So if Tipton can get something going here, you know, any way they could score, it'd be a very interesting start to that second half.
They're going to have to do it in a hurry. They've got 3 minutes to go in this first half. 20-6 is the score. Valley's on top. One turnover already by Tipton. It was an interception off of a tipped pass. And now here's the penalty as they have 2 men in motion. And this will set them back another 5 yards, bringing up a 3rd and 17.
Just shooting themselves in the foot right now are the Tipton Cardinals. You know, you try to get some momentum. You got to shake the interception. You've got to clear your head and think that you're still in this game. You're only down 2 scores. And get back on the track that you were when you started the first drive of the game for yourselves.
So 20-6. Valley on top here. And Tipton looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Riley Brandt. Looks down the field. Nothing open. He's going to go ahead and try to run the football here. He gets some positive yards, but on a 3rd and 17, he picks up only 3, bringing up a punting situation.
Yeah, if he would have been able to look a little quicker, he had Logan Hurst. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. Hurst running right down the middle of the field. It was a 3-on-2 type of situation, and Valley would have been in a predicament to who they're going to take out, and they left Logan open. Would have been enough for a first down, I believe.
Brent steps back to punt it. Valley will put back only 1 return man. That's Trevor Klump. He's going to have to come forward to field it. Nope, he'll let it bounce. And it does so, and Valley with great field position. They'll have a chance maybe to score here before the end of the first half. 1:53 remaining in the first half. Valley on top 20-6, and the Warriors now have a 1st and 10 at the Tipton 44-yard line.
Great starting field position for the Valley Warriors, and this is something. 44 yards to the Valley Warriors seems like 2 to a lot of other teams. They're able to pick that up in a big chunk just like that. And with the way they're smelling blood, like you said, 1:53 and 2 timeouts, 44 yards is nothing for the Warriors to cover.
And you said you were kind of waiting for Valley to go to the air at some point. This may be where they do it.
Yeah.
1:53 remaining in the first half. So Nolan Wood, the quarterback, back of the gun. He's got Fowler just to his right. 2 wide receivers to each side. Wood, though, going to keep this one. He's got some room to go. To the 40, breaks to the outside, picks up a block, cuts back to the 30. Forced out finally at the 26-yard line. A gain of 21 yards for Nolan Wood.
The patience of Nolan Wood in the running game right there, able to allow his outside or his wide receivers to set up the block to allow him to cut back in and get another 5-6 yards. Nice job downfield blocking by the Warriors wide receivers.
Valley almost has 2 100-yard rushers in the first half. Fowler with 14 carries, 90 yards. Nolan Wood with 10 carries and 99 yards rushing. And a timeout by Tipton. 1:45 remaining in the first half, 20-6. And Valley trying to take this thing on by the throat. We're back in a minute on J98.
The year was 1963. The Beatles released their first album. Zip codes were introduced to the U.S. The price of gas was 31 cents a gallon.
Fleeg's Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business where it remains to this day. Hi, I'm Jason Fleeg. Here at Fleeg's, we are known best for selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler Turf, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, and many more. Service from the time you enter the door or pick up the phone is taken to heart. Because at Fleegs Equipment, we ask that you let our family take care of your family. Fleegs Equipment, a proven company with a certified technicians and customer service where you're more than just a number. Fleegs Equipment, Highway 32, St. Gen. Online 24/7, Fleegs.com. Fleegs Equipment, let our family serve your family.
Valley football, 1st and 10. They've got it at the 25-yard line of Tipton. The handoff is to Fowler. He's hitting the hole. Second try, and he's finally hit again by Wade Wood. But a good initial surge that time by the Tipton Cardinals. Levi Parker, 5'11", 250-pound junior, had the first shot. Wade Wood came in to clean it up, and a gain of a yard for Fowler right there.
Yeah, Ryan Elliott, Tipton, 6 foot, 220-pound tackle, offensive tackle right there, slow to get up. Not a good sign, as Coach Bravery said in the pregame. You got to play your best game against these Valley Warriors on this given day, and if you go down a man, that doesn't help.
Their first quarter was pretty good.
Yeah.
Just a couple of small errors are magnified so intensely against a great team like Valley. And 1:15 and counting down in the second quarter, 20-6 Valley on top. They're driving at 2nd and 9 at the Tipton 24-yard line. Wood back to pass, looks over the middle. He's got a man over to the left side, and that was Klump. Couldn't quite break away. Bessel has his hands up in the middle of the field saying, but I was even more wide open.
You're always wide open as a wide receiver. It could be triple coverage. You always think you're open. Good thrown ball right there by Nolan Wood. The only person that was going to catch that ball was Trevor Klump. Just let him a little too far.
66 seconds now remaining in the second quarter, and it's a 3rd and 9 for the Warriors. They've got it at Tipton's 24-yard line. 20-6, Valley on top. Trip to the left side, one man off to the right side. And out on an island right there, once again, is Klump, and he's locked up by Riley Brandt. Wood wants to run it, though. A keeper to the outside. He's to the right to the 20, to the 15, spun out of bounds right there by Wade Wood. And another good run, that time as Wood's tackled by Wood, and a gain of 10 yards. And Nolan now has 11 carries and 109 yards. We've talked about on the offensive side how we were certainly impressed by the running back Peoples. I think Wade Wood is a heck of a linebacker, too, for these Tipton Cardinals.
Yeah, he really is. He stepped up. He's been a kick returner. He's been a linebacker, and he's been a heck of an offensive guard already.
Counter play this time to Roth, and this time Tipton found it out. So Roth's taken down right there at the line by Logan Hurst. 50 seconds remaining in the first half.
You know, Nolan Wood don't know if he did it because he knew he was doing it or whatnot. Did two things. Got the first down and got out of bounds to stop the clock. Two big key points right there for Valley.
Clock ticks now at 35 seconds. 2 timeouts left for Valley if they want them. Fowler's got it. Off tackle right side, breaks the tackle, but then as he twists back forward, he is brought down. You know, he didn't bring him down, but Dylan Cooper slowed up Fowler just enough for Ryan Elliott to get there.
I have my finger pointing at that same guy right now, thinking that he just shed a block in the backfield to break up that play that could have went maybe the distance. You never know, but a nice job by Dylan Cooper.
Loss of a few yards for Fowler right there, and now a timeout at the 26-second mark of the second quarter. 3rd and 13 for Valley. They've got it at the 15-yard line of Tipton. Here's a message from Misha. Role models more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others. The next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event, good sports are winners. Also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So next time you attend a sporting event, remember, be a good sport. Help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Message brought to you by your friends of the Missouri State High School Activities Association and at J98 Radio. That's one thing I think we've seen today. We've seen very good sportsmanship. Both these teams hard-nosed ball clubs, but playing good, clean football.
Yes, helping each other up all the time is something good to see. You know, you're battling. Everybody knows what's at stake, but at the end of the day, they're just trying to get these high school kids to be great people and great young men when they get older.
Hamilton Penny, 34-0 over Salisbury in the second quarter.
Can we say that they're in the Dome next Friday?
They're looking pretty tough. They're ranked number 1. This Tipton team ranked number 2 and Valley number 5. Wood looks over the middle, sails one for the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked off by Logan Hurst. You couldn't get better coverage than that. And Logan Hurst, as he tries to run it back out, they were already signaled for a touchback in the end zone, and the Tipton coaches are saying, what's going on here? Hurst never tried to take a knee. As soon as he caught that, he was trying to run it back out, but the official whistled the play dead and whistled for a touchback. And the Tipton coaches, I think, are rightfully questioning what's going on with this.
Yeah, I don't think it's an automatic touchback.
On a kickoff,
yes, on a kickoff and on a punt.
On an interception.
But not on an interception. And what a bad break for the Tipton Cardinals.
Well, it's because he had some room.
Oh, yes.
And a convoy.
And even if he doesn't score, with 20 seconds left, if you get down, maybe you get a field goal opportunity. You don't know what kind of kicker they have. You get to throw a Hail Mary. You know, what the wrong time right there for an inadvertent whistle.
That's a and it wasn't even inadvertent. It was vertent.
Yes.
Because they not only blew the whistle, they signaled the touchback.
Yes.
That's a tough call. Now, that's the negative of that play. The positive, the athletic positive, obviously not a positive for Valley. That was terrific coverage by a sophomore Hurst and made a good athletic jumping catch in the end zone for the interception.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes when you do the right thing, there's just an athlete out there that can stop it. And that's what happened that time.
Yeah. I mean, it was. Coach Nagger taking a chance at going at the end zone, late in the half. Almost kind of like what we talked about with Tipton earlier. He was telling you right there, it's 4-down territory. If it's incomplete, we're going for it again.
All right, are they going to put it in Brandt's hands, or are they going to give it to Peoples right here? They give it to Peoples. He breaks free to the outside. He's to the 40, breaks the tackle to the 45, 50. Tight ropes the sideline. And where's he going to be marked out at? At the 49-yard line. A tremendous run by Dallas Peoples, and it's a gain of 31 yards.
Unbelievable right there. You'd think they'd come out and try to throw it, but no, they're going to give it to their man that's gotten them to this point. The 11 seconds. Now they're in range. You feel like they're in range to score now. They have the big play capabilities with Peoples, and I really like this Riley Brand as a quarterback. He's got a good enough arm that he can maybe chuck it a little bit and hope to get some action right now. But now that Burton or inadvertent whistle looks huge.
Oh, it really does. He's got a shotgun arm too, Brandt does. Brandt quickly tosses it out to the right side. But falling down as he caught it was Keckner, and this forces Tipton to take a timeout. Yeah, Brandt only 5'9", 160 pounds. The guy can really toss it around, though, and a gain of 7 right there.
And this is, we talked about momentum shifts, and if nothing else, Tipton gets an interception, and they make somewhat of a successful drive. Even if they don't score here, to head into the locker room with the ball in hand coming out at the start of the second half, thinking they've got maybe a chance that they can take that first possession down to score to get back into this ballgame.
It's going to sound weird, but I almost think your best chance at a touchdown right here is to give it to People.
Hey.
I know that sounds weird, but he's a home run hitter, man.
No. And I revert back to when I was a senior in 1990. I graduated in 99, played in my last football season in 98. We were actually playing a team out of the Kansas City area called the Adrian.
Sure.
Okay. Adrian, come down to St. Vincent's on a Saturday. We're the Tipton Cardinals. Never been to the finals. We have to go 68 yards with under 2 minutes, and we threw the ball maybe 4 times a game, and found a way to win the ball game. So, hey, do whatever it has to do to get into the end zone if you're the Tipton Cardinals right now.
6 seconds left in the first half. 20-6 Valley on top. Tipton's got the ball at the Valley 43-yard line. Riley Brandt under center. Brings a motion man to the left side. That's Hurst. And they're going to keep it on the ground right here. And the final timeout now taken by Tipton. So this gives them a little better chance as People struggled forward for a 6-yard gain. Dallas Peoples with 11 carries and 121 yards in this first half of play. So the clock was stopped with the first down is what it was there. As Tipton is out of timeouts, clock starts now. And does it expire before they can get the snap off? Whistles are going everywhere as Brandt fires it for the end zone. But the officials have said now we are at the half. All right, we're ready for the second half. And it'll be a Coots kicker for Valley. Kicks it out of bounds once again. And so once again, it'll be good field position for the Tipton Cardinals. Tipton led back out on the field by Riley Brandt. Good-looking quarterback, but the running back kind of the story for Tipton. Dallas Peoples, 121 yards on 11 rushes, came in with 2,370 yards, so he is just a couple of yards away from 2,500. Hey, Tipton is saying this time, no, we won't take the field position. We want you to scoot back and kick it again.
Interesting. Very interesting. You know, it's going to push Valley back 5 yards to re-kick. You know, does it go out of bounds here again? I think you have to take the illegal procedure if it happens twice, don't you? Or do you just keep on moving them back?
I think you can continue to take it.
Yeah, and look at Wood. You know, Wood, the lineman, Wade Wood over here nearing the sideline where he's been angled out to every time since.
6 foot, 200 pounds, but he happens to be one of their fastest guys. So Kutzel tee it up and do it again, and this time he does still angle it, but he kicks it within the field of play, and then Wade Wood falls down after catching it. It had better field position if they wouldn't have had Valley kick it again.
Bad break. That's 2 bad breaks almost in succession for the Tipton Cardinals right there.
I think it's a big possession. Here come the Tipton Cardinals, and it's 20-6, so a 14-point advantage for these Valley Catholic Warriors, and they went ahead in the first half, then an interception and another score, giving them the 2-touchdown lead. But Tipton, who won the toss to start the game, deferred to the second half, and so here they are with the football. 2 wide receivers to each side. Dallas Peoples, the single setback, and Riley Brandt going to come down under center this time. Peoples right beside him, and the exchange is missed. And who's got the football?
Riley Brandt.
Whew. He went down fast.
Heart-stopping right there for the Tipton Cardinals and their fans right there, thinking out of the gate, boom, here we go. We got the possession that we want, and we fumble on the first play of the game. But
you got down 3 scores against Valley, and
yeah,
anything's possible.
Yeah.
That's almost a kill shot.
But the way they've been taking time off the clock with their long drives, yeah, you got to think 3 possessions and you're done.
So a 2nd down and 10 after the missed exchange, and the 2 wide receivers to the left side, 3 to the right, and Brandt's going to run the keeper. He's over there on that far side, and he shows us some pretty good wheels right there. He not only got to the sideline, but then turned it up, and he's near first down yardage on a gain of 9.
Nice job. You know, he's showing us some athleticism there. Actually, it looks like he stepped out. They're not going to give him the 9. They're only going to give him about 5 yards. So, but good athleticism there, good vision to see nobody open down the field and say, tuck it and run.
So 3rd and 5. Well, if you're Valley, this is what you wanted in a defense anyway. You want longer than a 3rd and 4 probably. 11-13 remaining in this 3rd quarter, 20-6. Valley leads it. People's not in the backfield right now. It's Brandt all alone, and Brandt has a man open off to his right side, wings it over there, but it's going to be a loss of 4 on the completed pass, and tremendous coverage that time by Jared Davis.
Yeah, I'm not going to be critical of a coach, but I believe you got to have Peoples in the backfield there. I think it's almost everybody knows you're going to go to him in a 3rd and long type situation, so why wouldn't you put him in somewhere where he's most comfortable at, and it forces the Cardinals to punt here, opening their drive.
I gotta agree with you. I mean, you saddle up your guy that's got you this far.
Yeah.
And he didn't run it at all, that possession. So Klump, the man back to receive this punt. He's got an alley to the left side to midfield of the 40 and spun out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Taken out by Dylan Cooper. Valley with tremendous field position for their first possession of the second half.
This is what Valley wants. Yeah, the Valley gets good starting field position. Couldn't ask for anything better to start the second half here. Now if they can punch it in, I almost feel like Tipton needs a turnover right now.
I kind of do. I mean, I know it's only 2 scores.
Yeah.
It's that when you're playing against Valley.
Yeah, on their home field in a place that you haven't experienced much success, and that is the semifinals. Yeah, you need something big.
Quarterback keeper, the zone read, and Wood gallops straight down the field to the 25-yard line. And he's got a first down on a gain of 11 yards. He's the leading rusher for the Valley Catholic Warriors. He's got 12 carries, and he's got 120 yards rushing.
And look at Coach Nagger making me look silly, you know, saying that you have to have Nolan Wood beat you with his legs, and Nolan's risen to the occasion. He's done everything right today.
He has. He's been a great runner today. And he's 1 for 3 through the air for an 18-yard completion as well. Fowler standing just to his right. They go to Fowler at this time. Fowler ducks his head, slams his way through, twists and turns, and he's got 5 before Wade Wood finally brings him down.
Just good hard running right there. Now you're going to see, you know, I've talked about it a little bit off air and a little bit at halftime, that the power and strength of Tyler Fowler normally just takes over in the second half, and you've got to wonder if that's not going to be something similar to what we see today.
Almost 200 yards rushing per game for Fowler. He's 195, and the pitch play to Fowler on the outside. Breaks the tackle of Peoples. Breaks another tackle. He's to the 10. Slams over a man to the 5. He's down to the 3-yard line. A 17-yard gain for Fowler, and that's twice on the option play that we've seen Tipton have no answer for it.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Not only does he have power, does he have speed, but right there he shows the ability and the awareness to keep his balance and fight for an extra yard or two.
First and goal from the 3-yard line for Valley, and the keeper from Wood. He is slung down that time by Wade Wood. No gain on the play.
Nice job right there. Tipton's got to, pardon my terminology here, but man up right now to stop and find a way to keep the Valley Warriors out of the end zone, or it's going to be a long uphill battle the rest of the way.
Football people say bow your neck.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
Hit somebody. So Wood hands it off to Fowler right here. Fowler tests the middle of that defensive front. He doesn't score, but he's right on the doorstep now. It's a 2-yard gain down to the 1. 19 carries now for Tyler Fowler. 112 yards. So what a 1-2 punch in the backfield. 120 for Wood, 112 for Fowler.
Yeah, and you think of Valley, the Valley Catholic Warriors here, you think about a spread out offense, and when you think spread, you think slinging it around, and they haven't had to do that today.
They'll go power I this time. And it's Wood just following the power right side of the formation into the end zone. 1-yard touchdown run for Nolan Wood, his second score of the day. And for Nolan Wood, that is his 14th touchdown run of the year. And Valley's on top by 20 points now, 26-6 at the 8:35 mark of the third.
And here comes Valley coming out and go for 2. So almost make it a 3-point score, forcing Tipton's hand here to go for 2 every time they get it almost now if they convert here.
3 to the left side, 1 man off to the right side. It's Fowler in the backfield along with Wood. Quick pitch to the outside, and Fowler tippy-toes into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Valley 28 and Tipton 6. 8:35 remaining in the third. Your kickoff in a minute on J98.
The Bank of Bloomsdale offers fixed-rate home loans that are actually serviced in our area. As well as being locally serviced, their rates are very competitive. Stop by one of their local offices to discuss your loan request with an experienced lender. No more letters telling you to send your payments out of state. The Bank of Bloomsdale, with locations in Bloomsdale, Crystal City, St. Genevieve, and inside the Country Mart in St. Genevieve. Locally owned, big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Timmy Nelms with CWI Missouri, your local division of Republic Services. CWI Missouri offers residential curbside pickup along with commercial services in all surrounding counties. Call us today at 800-844-3151 to start service today. CWI Missouri is proud to be a part of the communities that we serve. Call us today for all your waste disposal needs. CWI Missouri, your local division of Republic Services. That's right, service. Service with pride. Call us today at 800-844-3151.
Coots kicks this one out of bounds, so good field position for Tipton to start this one. We referred to his uncle Derek Coots, who went on to kick at SEMO. Great kicker for the St. Vincent Ball Club that went far into the state playoffs back in 2000?
Yeah, 98. He was a sophomore, and he kicked for us when I was a senior as a sophomore. He was a kicker, and he kicked the rest of the way out through his career and had a fine career down at Southeast Missouri State.
Yeah, there you go. Good kicker. His nephew, a good kicker here for Valley. So Tipton football, they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Did not see Dallas Peoples touch the ball in the last possession. I thought that was a mistake. Riley Brant, the quarterback, going to put 2 wide receivers to each side, and Peoples going to be right behind him. Brant gigs his center and says, I think I see something up the middle. He's got a quarterback sneak for 2 yards.
I don't know how comfortable, obviously not knowing and not being able to see Tipton play at all this year, and how comfortable they are in throwing the football game. But you're getting to a point, and I know that you got 20 minutes of play yet, but you're going to have to throw it and try to score big. Or you, like you said, is your best option, giving it to Peoples and hoping he breaks one.
Well, Peoples, the running back here on a 2nd and 8, and they do give it to him, and he is slammed at the line. He is taken and pounded down. Crown collision right there as Valley defeated the lineman in front of them that time, and Trey McClure got in there and slammed somebody down to the ground. And I can't believe it. It was a gain of 3 by Peoples right there. And to give you a little idea, if Tipton is comfortable slinging it around all over the field, Brant has only 63 pass attempts all year long.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it, but they're going to have to open it up. They're going to have to open up the playbook and try to get some first downs without running the football.
Trips to the right side, one man off to the left side, and they will throw it right here. Brant over the middle, and this pass just a little bit too high for Ethan Keckner. So the 3rd and long goes away, and if you're Tipton, Dusty, I think you're getting close to the point, even on your own side of the field, where it starts to become 4-down territory.
I agree. I think right now you're in. Valley went 36 yards to score on that last touchdown. You're going to make them go 4 more yards here. I think you have to. I think you're in a situation now, down 3 scores, that you are in that you have to go for it.
They're going to set up in their punt formation anyway. Heck, get Peoples out there on the corner and fire it over to him, get him in some space. They'll run a little motion right here, and Brant, in fact, going to punt it away. Valley runs a straight defense. They will not have a return man right here. And it'll be Valley football when we come back at their own 19-yard line. Tell you about it after this 30-second timeout on J98.
When it's time to paint, it's time to visit County Do-It Center in Bloomsdale and St. Genevieve. Whatever your painting project requires, they have it all. Their friendly staff can mix custom colors to complement any decorating scheme and offer helpful, knowledgeable advice. The Do-It Best quality paint line is one of the fastest-growing private brands in the industry. At County Do-It Center, they have more than paint, lumber, and hardware. They have solutions. That's County Do-It Centers. They have 2 locations to serve you better in Bloomsdale and St. Genevieve.
Warrior football, Nolan Wood, the quarterback, runs the straight keep that time. Didn't even really look like a zone read that time. He's taken down in the backfield, and Ryan Elliott wrapped him up. Valley, of course, one of the best teams in the state, maybe the best team in the state year in, year out. They're well ahead of Tipton right here and control this game. But you can see, well, Tipton's a quality ball club. You can see it out there.
Oh, definitely. By far the most formidable opponent that Valley's seen in this playoffs. And been really impressed by a couple of kids, Wood and Peoples and even Brant being able to throw it. Really impressed and can definitely see why they're ranked 2nd in the state, or why they think they're that good, and why they're 12-0.
Wood chucks one over the middle right here, and Brant, it appears that he picked him off, but now there's a tussle for the football. The official signals that somebody caught it, but he has not yet signaled who caught it and which ways it's going to go. They're going to award the football to Tipton right here, and I know it took a long time to figure that out. To me, Dusty, the reason it's Tipton's ball is because Brant caught it first, and to me, he had possession of it first before the Valley man then kind of started to wrestle it away.
And that's what I was going to ask you. What is the ruling on simultaneous possession? Is it the man that first gains or first has contact with the possession, or is it the offensive player? Right there, Tipton, huge play right now if Tipton can go down and score.
Yeah. And you know, the rule on true simultaneous possession goes to the offense. So if it would have been ruled true simultaneous possession, it would be the offensive football. And now here's a jet sweep by Hurst, and it's blown up by Fowler. Fowler got in there and destroyed that thing. There's another crown collision for you, folks. Fowler got in. If Tyler Fowler goes on to play college football, to me, he's going to probably make his living as a linebacker rather than a running back.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that his speed and his defensively, and you don't hear about it enough because of the huge numbers he's put up offensively the last couple weeks, but he is just as solid defensively and just as big of a key for the Valley Warriors defensively.
And Dallas Peoples still is not running the football. Brant drops back in the gun. He's going to break the pocket and run with it now. He's able to break a couple of tackles and rip off 7 yards, but to me, Peoples is by far the most dangerous weapon Tipton has, and they're really not using him here in the second half.
No, and that's interesting. I think you get to crunch time, you've got to lean on the guys that have got you here, and I know Riley Brand has done a fantastic job in doing what he has been asked to do, but why aren't we getting the ball, or why isn't Tipton getting the ball into people's hands?
Twins to the right side. Now they'll run a motion man over there, so 3 men off to the right side, and Brandt wants to throw it once again. Continues to roll. Now floats it over the top of one defender, and then Edwards has it complete. He runs down to the 30-yard line, twists down to the 28, and a gain right there of 14 yards. You can see if this Tipton team was a passing, Brandt is extending the play with his feet.
Yeah, you know, and that's what you ask a lot of times in these spread type of formations. You really need to have an athletic guy running the show as your quarterback so that he can do that. You know, a lot of, when they're not there.
So he's the one that got a possession back after picking off a football. And now another jet sweep, this time to Travis Edwards. And he's ushered out of bounds, but yards. And what is Dallas Peoples?
Yeah, I don't know. Are they trying to lull him to sleep? I mean, I don't know. I think unless he's injured and just out there as a decoy, that would be the only explanation. But he doesn't look like he's limping.
Well, he's the lead blocker that time.
Yeah.
So you would think he's all right. It's 28-6 is the score. It's a 22-point advantage for Valley. 5:27 remaining in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line. Tipton's on the march. Peoples a single setback. Twins to the right, Twins to the left side. Brandt comes down under center. And once again, he's going to run knee. And he picks up 2.
Yeah, you can see Coach Braby there. Down, get a new set of downs so that the playbook can open up back up a little bit. I'm sorry, but you gotta start throwing the football or getting it to people so it can be broken for a big play. Into the hands of Valley.
I'd like to see Peoples come and get some space. And Twins to each side now, and Peoples is the single setback. Brandt comes. One leg, he's pulling 2 defenders with. Means 5 yards.
And that's what you're talking about. Why don't you give it to that kid? Right now, I'd say, son, we've leaned on you for 4 years. You've got 16, 17 minutes left.
And the lineman now down for Tipton. I think we've seen Elliott get up slow a couple of times today, haven't we?
Yeah, and he seems to be favoring that same leg. You wonder if it's just a twisted knee, twisted ankle. But I'm guessing as a senior, there's going to have to be a whole lot more than just a twist to bring him back out or to keep him out.
Yeah, and the good news is that he'll limp over to the sideline under his own power here, so that's good. Brandt is over at the far sideline getting the play from his coach. They'll head back over. It's a 2nd and 5 for Tipton. They've got it at the Valley 13-yard line. 28-6. Valley's controlled the action more often than not. Really, Tipton's only scored that long touchdown run. They've not really driven the ball down the field the entire way and finished a drive yet.
No, 7 plays is their longest drive of the day, you know, and their touchdown was only 4. So here they are. They're getting ready to enter their 6th play of this drive, you know, getting into territory where it kind of stalls out.
And it'll be Peoples once again running right up the middle, breaks one tackle, slams over a man at the goal line. Touchdown, Peoples! A 13-yard touchdown run. And Dallas Peoples is back in the end zone for the 2nd time today. We might have more football to play. 28-12 the score now. And Tipton trying to get back in this thing at the 4:26 mark of the 3rd quarter.
Excellent job right there. And maybe that's exactly what he was doing, lulling everybody to sleep and to give it to Peoples to break the big one. Right now, if Tipton can get this 2-point conversion, we've got a ball game these final 16 minutes.
Twins to the right side, Twins to the left side. Riley Brandt, the quarterback. He's going to roll to the right, sets back now, and the pass is tipped the line, and then it is not quite caught in the end zone. Logan Hurst with a good diving attempt can't come up with it, and the margin remains 16. 28-12. Valley on top, 4:26 remaining in this 3rd quarter. And we're back with your kickoff in a minute on J98.
It is the last weekend of deer season. So come on out of the woods and enjoy a night of dancing this evening at the Stone Park Clubhouse. Be part of the fun and enjoy St. Louis band Stride from 7 to midnight. Food and drinks available with a $10 cover. Tonight, enjoy Stride at the Stone Park Clubhouse next to the Cave House on Highway 67 just north of Bonne Terre, south of Festus. For more info, call 314-769-CAVE.
Buying your new vehicle will be a great experience at St. Gen Ford, your hometown Ford dealer in St. Genevieve. You'll receive top dollar for your trade-in and get the best deal in town and receive excellent service after the sale. Visit St. Gen Ford today at the corner of Highway 61 and M Road in historic St. Genevieve and give them a chance to prove to you that they really do have the best deals. Give St. Gen Ford a call today at 883-7437 or toll free at 800-224-7437.
28-12 our score. And Tipton kicking it off left to the right side. This is Wade Woods swinging the right leg. It's a very short kick and is taken at the 26-yard line by Valley's Damian Jokers. Well, let's go over the touchdown drive, Dusty, and our touchdown drive brought to us by Midwest Sports Center in Farmington.
Well, touchdown was set up by the interception by Riley Brandt there, and it goes 6 plays, 46 yards, and finished off by Dallas Peoples of all people for 13 yards and a heck of a bow in the neck right there at the goal line to get him into the end zone. But we're back into a ball game right now. Can Tipton find another way to get another turnover?
Yep, it's up to the Tipton defense right now, and they'll run all 11 men right near the line of scrimmage right here. And Wood's going to keep this ball, and he's going to head straight up the field to the 40, to the 30, one man to beat, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Wood! Nolan Wood goes 55 yards on the first play of the drive, and Valley responds to the Tipton score. 4:12 remaining in the third quarter. Warriors 34, Cardinals 12.
Well, forget about the turnover for the Tipton Cardinals. Nolan Wood says, I've been doing it all day, boys. I'm going to do it again. 55 yards, only 10 seconds off the play, off the clock. Unbelievable. That's what, you can't allow the big play, and it just happened.
And you know where part of that happened, and you heard me set up the play saying that Tipton had all 11 men right near the line of scrimmage, and I was thinking, if Valley gets 2 good blocks, that could be a touchdown. And once you're past that initial line, that's it.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened. So 5 wide receivers, all to the right side of the field. 1 motion man as Fowler, Wood, untouched into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 36-12, Warriors on top. 4:12 remaining in this third frame. And we'll be back with more on the other side of this 1-minute timeout on J98.
Jesse back in the line at Blackwell Motors. It's going to be a good day with Christmas cash and low interest rates. What more could you ask for, Jesse?
Beautiful weather in November. I guess that's what they tell me we're going to have today, folks. If you're out there looking for a great premium quality vehicle, I want you to stop by Blackwell Motors in Monterey. Some people call this the big mega store, the Blackwell Mountain. Folks, this is the best place to come to Blackwell Motor Stores because we have the biggest inventory. We have everything you're looking for, from the new Silverados, which are the 2012 Chevy Silverado Crew Cabs or the Crew Cab F-150s. They're starting as low as $29,995. Here, we try to save you guys money. We're open today until 6 o'clock. Come out and check out the great deals. 431-8599, toll free 1-800-238-6970. Website, blackwellmotors.com. Remember, we do have the Christmas cash, $1,000. Come on in and use it.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Well, even I can recap that touchdown drive. 1 play, 55 yards. There you go, Nolan Wood.
Yeah, thanks.
And Valley Catholic continuing to roll right here. The kick coming up. Well, usually it's Coots. I don't see Coots out there.
Just means something. Coach Nagger's probably got something up his sleeve for this kickoff. Justin Roth. I don't know if Justin Roth kicked off all year.
Well, every time it seems like Valley scores, Hamilton's scoring on the other side of the state. They lead Salisbury 48-0.
Wow.
And this is a kick over to the corner. And once again, they'll keep it away from Peoples to avoid that big return. I think it's safe to say we're going to have a rematch of the 2009 final.
Yep, and Tipton's decided to have Valley re-kick again. And this time it will push Valley back to the 30-yard line.
Why not, huh?
Yeah.
Let's thank Creative Touch in St. Genevieve, Big River Telephone in Cape and Farmington, Tri-County Feed and Fertilizer in St. Gen, Wholesome U.S. Incorporated in St. Gen, and Lloyda Ag Service in St. Genevieve. Well, the two deep men right now are Riley Brandt and Wade Wood. Peoples is kind of a mid-up man, and Wood, the lineman, grabs it at the 25-yard line. He rumbles his way out across midfield. This guy can move.
He can move, and that's what Tipton needs. They need short yards. You know, I mean, it's down 24 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's going to be an uphill battle, but the best thing that Tipton can do is keep playing hard and keep getting in these short fields for short time of possessions.
And they need some defensive stops
more
than anything if they're going to get back in this thing. That's why I thought the interception was so big by Brandt.
Yeah. I agree. I thought that point was the turning point, momentum, especially taking it down. Nolan Wood answered that real quick.
Now they're going to put Peoples out as a slot receiver over to the left side, and they're going to air it out down the field for him as he dives for it. But good coverage that time by Nolan Wood. He was all over him there, and that one's incomplete.
Nice job. Good arm. And I know we've talked about the strength of the tight spiral, but Riley Brandt just threw that ball 40 yards in the air and just barely out threw his player. I mean, that's a good, strong arm, and I think you're going to see a lot more right now. Tipton there trying to air it out, trying to get big chunks of yardage.
Just under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter, 36-12. Quite a bit of scoring here in this third. We've seen 3 touchdowns. Then Brandt comes down under center with Peoples directly behind him, 2nd and 10. Motion man from the left to the right side. They'll go with a reverse right here, and this one is snipped out and crushed by Ethan Fowler. Vessel slow to get up. Ethan Fowler did a tremendous job busting through that line and taking down Edwards, the reverse man.
Ethan Fowler gets the tackle, but you got to give an assist almost to Brian Vessel there for keeping containment and making that tackle happen for Ethan. Nice job by both Valley defensive linemen.
So good at staying at home. I think about great defenders as chasing the football, but a lot of the time it's not staying at home, playing responsibilities. Brandt's back to pass. He's hit from behind, but completes the pass on a great shot to Keckner. Keckner stiff arms a man. He's down to the 20-yard line. And a great shot that time by Brandt and a gain of 35 yards. Boy, Brandt hung in there, didn't he?
Brandt hung in there, and Nolan lowers his head to lay the big boom and mistimes it and allows for number 24, Keckner, to get by him for a big yard. Big play for the Tipton Cardinals.
Keckner listed as 6'1", 160, but he looks, I don't know, he just looks kind of big. He looks like he's rangy out there.
Riley Brandt's 5'9", and there's no way that kid's 5'9" right now, but we'll give it to him in cleats.
There you go. Twins to each side. Brandt back in the pocket, breaks the pocket, flips it to the end zone. It's a jump ball there, and it's tipped just enough by Klump. I mean, he just got a fingernail on it. Otherwise, that's a touchdown to Keckner.
Yeah, Trevor definitely giving a height advantage away there, but timed his jump perfectly as the ball was coming, still at its highest point. It almost looked like Keckner comes down with it and Klump then tips it out.
The Tipton Ball Club, the average is giving up only 12.5 points a game, but Valley's put 36 on them here today. And that's more than anyone has scored on Tipton all year long by a wide margin. Brandt, option play left side, and he keeps it. Brandt stumbles forward to the 15, ushered out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Damian Jokers get credit for the tackle right there on a gain of 7 by Riley Brandt. His 9th carry of the day, and Riley's got 31 yards rushing. Dallas Peoples with 142 yards rushing. I think a modest number of carries, though, 14 carries for him.
Yeah, and a lot of those carries in the first half. I mean, we really haven't called Dallas Peoples' name much here in the second half.
3 times.
3 times.
He's still averaging over 10 yards a carry today.
I know. When you said that, it kind of shocked me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
And they'll go direct snap to Peoples right here. Peoples in the backfield. And he has a huge loss right here. And perhaps that's the danger of a direct snap to a guy that isn't used to getting the snap, as that one rolled by him and he loses 8 yards.
Yeah, I think right there Tipton got a little too cute and tried to get a little too cute to trying to push one in. But stay with what's been working. Don't get away from your game plan, especially as you're driving and maybe trying to eke your way back into this ball game.
Well, they had a 3rd and 3, and now they've got a 4th and 13 because of that.
Yeah. Your playbook definitely shrinks on this type of play.
So Brandt ducks down under center. And then a whistle and an offsides against the Valley Warriors.
Nice job right there on the hard count by Riley Brandt. Valley just a little over anxious, jumping the ball. Still, 4th and 8 now. A more manageable 4th down situation, but definitely not an ideal one.
Brandt runs over to the sideline, comes back. I think I mentioned Hamilton leads Salisbury 48-0 now. 1 minute, 40 seconds, and counting down in our 3rd quarter. Valley on top of Tipton, 36-12. The 2 games in the semifinals today around the state of Missouri. And a timeout by Tipton. So 1:35 remaining in the 3rd. 36-12, Valley in charge. Tipton's got the ball in the red zone, though. And we'll tell you more on this 4th down after this 1-minute timeout on J98.
The best new ATVs and side-by-sides of 2013 have arrived, and they're at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington right now, just in time for the Polaris Holiday Sales event. You can get financing as low as 2.99% plus rebates up to $1,000 on legendary Sportsman, powerful Rangers, razor-sharp razors, and the industry's most complete collection of youth models. Get to Midwest Sports Center, 124 Walker Drive in Farmington before December 31st for low financing and huge rebates during the Polaris Holiday Sales event. Sale ends December 31st.
Wholesome U.S. Incorporated in Bloomsdale is proud to be a part of the community and is firmly committed to be a good corporate citizen and partner in the community. Wholesome U.S. Incorporated in Bloomsdale is proud of the area's young athletes and encourages everyone to attend and support our area schools and their sporting events. This message brought to you by your friends at Wholesome U.S. Incorporated in Bloomsdale. Community strength and support. That's Wholesome U.S. Incorporated.
From the Tipton timeout as the Cardinals are looking at a 4th and 8 at the Valley 17-yard line. Riley Brandt, the quarterback, is back in the shotgun. He's going to toss it over the middle. And a good pass, but Trevor Klump with absolutely perfect coverage on Ethan Keckner was able to break it up.
Tipton runs the right match. They got the mismatch in height over there, but Trevor just does a fabulous job of getting in there right at the last minute to break it up. That right there may have sealed this one, even though it's only in the 3rd quarter.
But Valley with that commanding lead, 36-12. The Warriors on top as Nolan Wood jogs back into the middle of this huddle. It'll lead the troops out. Valley football 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Wide receiver to the left side is Justin Roth. They'll run twins to the right side. And Fowler stands beside Wood in the backfield. Fowler submarined, nearly chopped down, but he managed to actually stay on his feet. Elliott undercut him, took both of his legs out, but Elliott was underneath of him, and Fowler just put his hand down on the ground and then popped back up and was able to gain 2 yards.
Yeah, really just nice job of balance right there by Tyler Fowler. I know we've talked a lot about his strength and his speed, but you've got to understand with a hit like that, the balance that the kid has as well.
Nolan Wood all alone in the backfield now. The quarterback back in the gun as he deploys Fowler wide at the right side along with 2 other of the receivers. And twins off to the left. We're under a minute now to go in the 3rd frame. Fowler comes on the motion, and Wood alone in the backfield dodges one man, darts around another, and finally pulled down after a 3-yard gain by Dylan Cooper.
You can see now Tipton starting to need an extra breath to get themselves back up off the ground. Right now it's just wearing them down.
Could be the final play of the 3rd quarter now. As Wood's back in the shotgun on the 3rd and 3. Fowler just behind him to his right with 17 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Valley on top 36-12. They give his to Fowler right here. Fowler, little jump cut, gets to the middle of that offensive line and then slams through for the 4-yard gain. Fowler with 21 carries today He's had to earn those yards today. 118 yards for him. But Nolan Wood, 179 yards to lead all rushers today.
And that has to be contributed to the offensive line on the Valley Warriors. A very unsung young group of linemen. You know, you look at this group, you got senior Joel Moulton and senior Trey McClure, but you got 3 of the 5 with a backup as a sophomore coming back next year. How good could this line be next year for the Valley Warriors?
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, Fallard's a junior.
Yeah, I mean, and Wood, and Justin Ross.
This isn't supposed to be Valley's year.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody was saying. If there was going to be a year that you can get Valley, it was going to be this year. I know of a buddy of mine helps me coach some Legion ball in the summer, Junie Bosler. He actually took off and planned a trip during this time, thinking, all right, if this is the year, you know, I'm not want to miss anything.
You don't do that.
And he is kicking himself right now. We saw him last night a little bit before he headed out on his trip today. But, you know, just, you know, you talked about early in the pregame, and Coach Nagar talking about a tradition and what drives these kids. And being around it, it's the tradition of not wanting to disappoint alumni. As weird as that may sound, these kids know what happened in 90, 93, 88, 89, you know, all these state championships. And they just feel like if they don't do it, it's a huge letdown for this community.
A lot of pressure, too.
It is, but they rise up. I mean, they eat and sleep and think football from the first part of August to the final part of what has now become a tradition of going to the Dome in St. Louis on the day after Thanksgiving. So it is truly a tradition that no one wants to break.
Well, we start the fourth quarter now, 36-12. Valley on top of Tipton. Tipton ranked number 2 and unbeaten on the season, 13-0. Motion man Roth. And the keep is to Wood. Wood breaks the tackle, and then he stumbles forward for a 9-yard gain. I think I can see now what you're talking about. Tipton up just a little bit slower, perhaps, with each play. And Nolan Wood is closing in on a 200-yard day.
Yeah, and they haven't had to throw the ball. But, you know, like I said, when you think spread offense, you think throwing the ball, gunslinging it, throwing it all over. He's going to throw for 200 yards a day. But today it's been him and Tyler Fallard, the 1-2 punch in the backfield for the Valley Warriors.
39 carries between the two of them. Roth once again, the motion man. Fallard's got it this time. Off tackle left side. He's in the clear. It's a foot race now. Fallard to the 30, to the 20, striding it out, and slides into the end zone. Touchdown, Tyler Fallard. This one goes 63 yards. And Tyler Fallard's third touchdown of the ball game. Valley in complete control.
Right there is a perfect example of wearing an opponent down, getting one key block, and off to the races, because Valley seems to be fresher than the Tipton Cardinals right now.
They sure do. 42-12. Valley leading Tipton. Well, we talked about toward the end of the second quarter, the Warriors nearly had 2 100-yard rushers. And now the Warriors nearly have 2 200-yard rushers. Coots comes on for the extra point. Klump the holder. The snap, hops off the dirt, and Klump does a great job getting it down as Coots knocks it through. 43-12. It's Valley by 31 points. Just a little bit into the fourth quarter at the 11-14 mark. And we're back with your kickoff in a minute on J98.
Mark is on the line from Blackwell Motors, and you guys are keeping busy today.
Yep, you bet. What a gorgeous day, too. I mean, this time, you know, week before Thanksgiving, well, less than a week, and we have weather like this. Folks, get out, take advantage of the weather. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, come to Blackwell Motors, Bonne Terre, Missouri. We're sitting up here on Blackwell Mountain. Folks, you cannot go wrong. We got over 900 units in stock, rates around 2%, $1,000 Christmas cash. Use it on however you want. You bring it back for your taxes. Use it for Christmas gifts, whatever you need. Folks, it's right here, Bonne Terre, Missouri, Blackwell Motors. Take advantage of it. Come by and see us and save thousands on that next quality pre-owned vehicle. 431-8599. Toll free if you're out of the area is 1-800-238-6970. And the website is blackwellmotors.com.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Justin Roth kicks it off. It's a deep one, and it's taken by the deep man, Wade Wood. That's right, the offensive guard. Wade Wood returning this thing back out across to the 30. Drags a couple men across from 35, and Tipton's got it back. The most points allowed by Tipton all season long was 21, and that was to that Archie team that you brought up earlier. But they scored 57 on Archie.
Wow.
So Valley has scored more than twice as many points as any other team on Tipton this year.
Yeah, it's just a potent offense. What do you take away? Do you take away the passing game, and then you got to worry about Fowler and obviously Nolan Wood today? Do you take away that and worry about Wood finding Klump and Roth and Vessel and everybody else out on the outside? It's just a 1-2 punch that's hard to defend right now.
Peoples gets it. Takes it over his right guard that time. Trey McClure right there to wrap him up. Gain of 2.
Trey McClure, I want to talk about him for just a split second, and knowing the kid personally like the way I do, the motor never stops. I mean, sometimes you put him out there and you don't even have to put a play and just say, go get me the football, Trey. You know, it's kind of like that scene from The Replacements when Gene Hackman needs the ball. Go get me the ball, and Trey McClure will be your man.
250 pounds, too. And a quick pass on a little curl route across the 45-yard line. A 7-yard gain and a flag as well. Good catch there by Ethan Keckner. And it's a personal foul. A shot to the head by Klump.
Yeah, helmet to helmet right there. You know, it was inadvertent by Trevor, and knowing him the way I know him as well, it's just one of those things that he went down to catch it, and when he went down to make the tackle, it was a helmet to helmet contact. Nothing serious or meaningful behind that one.
Boy, Brent gets that ball out there in a hurry, doesn't he? His receiver's hands have to be strong to catch those balls. Dallas Peoples, the single setback. Motion man is Hurst. And once again, a pass to the right side. A double spin move that time. Nice play by Keckner. And Keckner's down the far sideline. Across the 20, across the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Great play by him and a gain of 27 yards.
And now you see Tipton doing what we had talked about off the air a little bit, is going to the spread offense. They run a spread, but getting Brandt into a shotgun formation and allowing him to air it out a little bit, and you know, maybe making Peoples more effective if they would have went to this a little earlier.
Keckner with a nice day receiving. He's got 86 yards receiving now. And here's the jet sweep by Hurst. Hurst down across the 10-yard line, but he fumbles the ball, and Valley's got it back. Damian Jokhurst recovers it. And Tipton, even when they're doing some things positive, are turned away there on the fumble.
Like Coach Brabby said it before, Brabby said beforehand, you've got to play your perfect game, and it hasn't happened today, whether it's been whistles, interceptions, fumbles. That's just at the wrong time right now for the Tipton Cardinals.
I'm not sure, Dusty, if their perfect game would have been enough today either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the opening drive looked like, you know, both teams working it kind of opposite fashions. Valley takes the long route. Tipton scores the quick hitter, and you figure, well, we might have a game today, and it just didn't shape out that way.
Valley's got it on their own 9-yard line here. And it's Nolan Wood taking it just across the 10. It's a good defensive stop right there. Once again, that's Ryan Elliott. Called his name a lot today.
Yeah, he has. And he has been a nice surprise for the eye. You know, somebody that you know about Dallas Peoples, and you know about Wade Wood, and you know about Riley Bryant, but somebody that's really stuck out is the Elliott.
Fowler beside Wood right there, and Wood and Fowler in kind of a friendly competition to see who's going to gain the most yards today now, as Fowler goes wham, wham, wham. Looked like a pinball right there and gained 5 yards.
They took the words right out of my mouth. He just goes from one bumper to the next bumper and stays on his feet. And like you said, just falls forward almost every time to get him 2 to 3 yards.
And here's that friendly competition. Nolan Wood has 189 yards rushing. Fowler at 186.
You don't think there's bragging rights on the line right now, do you?
I think Wood's thinking. Wood's probably going to start calling audibles if they go to Fowler. He's saying, "No, wait, man, I'm getting my turn today." 8:56 remaining in the fourth quarter, 43-12. And we've got a timeout on the field. We'll be back in a minute right here on J98.
The lawyers and staff at the Rottler and Holzkamp Law Firm in St. Genevieve are proud supporters of community events. They wish the Valley Catholic Warriors good luck in the state playoffs. Remember the hard work that got you there and push forward to a victory. Rottler and Holzkamp Law Firm in downtown St. Genevieve is a full-service law firm providing quality legal service. That's Rottler and Holzkamp Law Firm in St. Genevieve, proud to support the Valley Catholic Warriors. Give them a call if you need them at area code 573-883-5793. Tower Rockstone Company is honored to be a part of the St. Genevieve community for well over 30 years, and they're proud to be a vital asset to the community as well. Tower Rockstone Company stands behind our area high school athletes. Sports makes a difference in so many young athletes' lives. Tower Rockstone encourages everyone to support your local athletic teams by teaching responsibility and teamwork. This message brought to you by your friends at Tower Rockstone in St. Genevieve.
Runs the keeper right here. Needed just over 4 yards for the first down, and he's stretched it just across the 20, and it looks like he does have a first down. A gain of 5 by Nolan Wood. See, Nolan Wood had the chance to hand that off that time. He kept it.
Why not? Why not? Do it himself. But nice job right there, getting the first down, working the clock right now. And, you know, as we've talked about before, it looks like, unless some miracle happens in the next 8 minutes, it's going to be a rematch between Penny and Valley Catholic at the 2009 championship.
Penny's gone final.
Okay.
They had most of the second half in a running clock situation, and they have gone final now. A victory over Salisbury, 48-0. Justin Roth gets it on the jet sweep and picks up just a pair over there. Some good hard hitting on the far sideline. 5'10", 145-pound sophomore Logan Hurst gets in on the action.
And the one thing is Tipton Cardinals playing hard, and it looks like they're going to finish it out playing hard. And they have nothing to be ashamed of. You know, they're going to finish the year 12-1. They're going to finish in the top 4 in the state. You know, you'd have to believe probably third, just between the scores of this one and Penny Hamilton. And it's well-deserved. They are an excellent coached and a good football team.
Fowler leans forward for 3 right here. Brought down by Dylan Cooper, the defensive end. And once again, Valley very close to 2 200-yard rushers today. Wood at 194, Fowler at 189.
If you would have said 194 with Nolan Wood, I would have said thrown for before the game.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't have thought that Nolan Wood would have been the man on the ground today like he has been.
Wood with 618 yards rushing coming in. So, you know, good, very good rushing numbers for a quarterback. But not 200 per game type. Good, and a couple of yards for Fowler right there.
And this is not good. If this is Tyler Fowler down on the ground, you don't want to see this at all, even in this kind of league.
Not in the fourth quarter of a blowout right now. 43-12 is the score. Are we sure that is Tyler? Yeah, it appears to be. So look at him. Look like maybe the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Won't assume what the injury is, but we'll take a 30-second timeout while Tyler gets the attention that he needs. 7:42 remaining in the fourth. 43-12, Valley on top of Tipton, back in 30 right here on J98.
St. Genevieve Vet Clinic takes special care of your animals, big and small. Serving St. Genevieve and surrounding areas, Dr. James Fallard is dedicated to the health and well-being of your animals, from the smallest cat and dog to horses and cattle. When you need a vet, call the office of Dr. James Fallard for an appointment at 573-883-2758. That's St. Genevieve Vet Clinic, located on Highway 32 in St. Genevieve. 573-883-2758.
7:42 remaining in the fourth frame, 43-12. It's Valley all over Tipton. This was a good game at the half, 20-6. And it looks like Tipton going to try to come after this punt by Justin Roth. They've got all the men stacked up right here at the line, and Roth under heavy pressure, and this thing is blocked. But it does still manage to get past the line of scrimmage and roll out to the 42-yard line. So it'll be Tipton football at the Valley 42. 7:24 remaining in the fourth quarter, 43-12. Valley going to go back to the Dome for the fourth straight year. The Warriors already with more state championships than any team in Missouri State high school history, 11. They'll be looking for number 12. And they'll play the Hamilton Penny Ball Club. Penny, the name of the high school. It's where J.C. Penny was from. That's why they named the high school Penny. The town is actually Hamilton.
Interesting. You did not know that.
There you go. Just hang around me a little.
I will.
In the backfield, they'll give it off to Dallas Peoples. And Peoples gets positive yards, but they are hard-earned. He got just a pair that time. And that defensive front for Valley has played such a great second half as Jesse Meyer comes up with a stop right there.
If you think about this Valley team, the freshmen on this squad know nothing different than this is supposed to be happening. This would be 4 straight years that the Valley Warriors will be in the state playoffs and the state championship game. And a trip to the Dome is nothing to them.
It's part of they put that as part of the schedule.
They do.
Brandt airs it out. He's got a man wide open down the middle of the field, and Ethan Keckner glides underneath for the touchdown. A 40-yard touchdown strike, and Brandt put it right on the numbers.
Excellent throw right there. Just got behind the defense, a little breakdown in coverage, left his man wide open, and that's what Tipton needs, and they need a lot of it in the last 6 minutes.
Boy, Keckner's had a nice day. Ethan Keckner came in with 684 yards receiving, and he's got 126 today with the touchdown right there.
Yeah, and he's very smooth. I mean, there's nothing, good strong hands, runs routes very well. Really been impressive wide out.
Riley Brandt, the quarterback, stands back in the gun for the 2-point conversion. Beside him, it's Dallas Peoples. Brandt fires it to the end zone intended for Keckner. The ball's batted down, but there's a flag on the play and then another late flag as well.
I think back judge just couldn't get it out of his pocket. I think it's going to be a holding on Trevor Klump, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Well, holding pass interference. Yep. There you go. Kind of the same deal. And so that'll still give Tipton another chance at the 2-point conversion, and then we'll have, of course, the onside kick after that. We'll have to come up with our Unico Bank player of the game. That'll probably be our toughest job of the day.
Yeah. I mean, they're very well deserving on even in a losing out. You got to think that
Here's a sky ball to Keckner in the corner of the end zone. I mean, this thing went a mile high, and Keckner's trying to keep the feet in as he dives out of bounds to try to catch it. It's incomplete. 6:36 remaining in the fourth. 43-18. And we've got your onside kick in 1 minute right here on the booth.
It is a beautiful Saturday, and we've got Kevin on the line from Blackwell Motors in Farmington, and you guys are doing an awesome job there, by the way. You've got Christmas cash and low interest rates. Tell me more.
Absolutely. I tell you what, we are so busy right now, you would not believe it. Interest rates as low as 1.74. We have the Christmas cash up to $1,000 off. We have any type of small car, any type of SUVs, any type of big truck. Also, we have them cars from $500 to $1,000. We also do have some that sell probably 50 of them that's under $5,000. Come on in here and talk to Kevin, Keegan, Jim, Aaron, David, and Frank. Phone number is 573-756-1395. Or check us out on the web at blackwellmotors.com.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Well, apparently the designated onside kicker for Tipton is Riley Brandt. The quarterback, the punter, the safety, and he's on for the onside kick. He's trying to get that one big hop, but great hands on the far side of the field by Nolan Wood. He's doing everything today, isn't he?
Yeah. pretty much called his name on everything. He just hasn't returned anything for a touchdown punt-wise or kickoff-wise.
But Brant did get that one nice big hop right in front of Wood, and Wood just hopped up and snared it.
Yeah, he did, and that's his baseball mentality. A great baseball player for these Valley Warriors. He'll be out in the outfield for him again this year, and was as well in the Final Four team last year.
43-18, and it's all Valley today. Valley going to go back to the state championship game. They will face Hamilton Penny for a state title. That'll be Friday, and it's slated for a 4:15 kickoff. They'll go power I formation to Tyler Fowler. He is met and stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's a nice hit by a backup linebacker that time for Tipton. Nigel Mergent getting in the ball game, the sophomore. Good stick, Nigel.
Yeah, nice job right there. I've been impressed with the teams that Valley has ran into in the playoffs and the way that they play a full 48 minutes. I mean, you're down 43-18, 6 minutes to go. It's all but over. Mm-hmm. You could mail it in. And these kids continue to finish out their careers in the right way.
That's still Nolan Wood back there, or do we have a new quarterback? Nope, it's Nolan Wood, and here he goes. Nolan Wood down to the 40. It looked like he had some more room to run, but Wade Wood tracked him down from behind. There's a gain of 11 yards for Nolan Wood, and there, my friends, is a 200-yard day for Nolan Wood. He's got 21 carries and 205 yards today.
And a lot of people may be asking why Coach Negger still has his guys in. But if you go through their schedule, they've had a lot of turbo clocks along the way, and a lot of his guys aren't conditioned until they get to the playoffs to play 4 quarters, and he makes sure that he gets them in condition to finish out a game next week at the Dome.
Joe Kersey, yeah, because that's going to take a full game, you'd think. He sure would. So Fowler has it now, and Fowler looking for a 200-yard day. He bowls it forward, and he's got another 5 yards. Tyler Fowler with 197. 5 minutes to go, and Fowler is basically one carry away from putting the Warriors with 2 200-yard runners here today.
Unbelievable, and that's one number that I do not want to see running at me at any time is number 17, whether it be the first play of the game or here as he tries to finish it off.
Well, in his last 2 games, Fowler has rushed for over 800 yards. 400 yards per game for the last 2. Basically, Wood and Fowler just kind of split that up today.
Yeah.
And now here's Fowler, and he's got another 200-yard game on a gain of 4, 28 carries for Fowler now and 201 yards.
You know, if you have a running back that gets 1,000 yards in the regular season, that's something to brag about. You know, that's 100 yards a game. That's kind of the benchmark that's always been set. You're talking about a kid that's ran for 1,000 yards in the last 3. Yeah. That is impressive, and a lot of kudos to the guys up front.
3rd and 1. Fowler's got it again. He changes direction this time, and Fowler, who needed just 1 yard, instead rips off 13.
Unbelievable. Why stop at 1?
I guess so. Huh?
You know, why stop at 1? And, a score here, it's over. But I think Valley's just trying to drive the final nail into that coffin right now for the Tipton Cardinals.
4 minutes and counting down. It'll be a long trip home for Tipton today. Had aspirations of so much more. And, another fine season, plenty to be proud of for Tipton, their 6th visit to the state semifinal. And just can't win that one to get to the championship game.
Yeah, you got to believe it's almost a mental block now, and that kids are thinking about it.
This is Justin Roth now. The backfield was loaded with backs that time, with the quarterback Wood right in the middle of it, and Fowler to his right, Roth to his left. Roth the one with the carry, gets some 4 yards.
It doesn't help when you start the beginning of the season and you start having success and you get to 10-0, 11-0, 12-0, and oh yeah, you still got the Valley Warriors coming at you. It's almost something where you wish you stay away from Valley as long as possible, hoping that you don't have to play them.
But if they're on the other side, they have Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly.
There's your choice.
Pick your poison this year.
So Fowler's got it off tackle left side, leans forward, and that's a 3-yard gain, bringing up a 3rd down. Fowler with an even 30 carries now in the game, 217 yards rushing for him. Nolan Wood with 21 carries and 205 yards. And we're at the 2:45 mark and counting down for these Warriors.
Yeah, you gotta congratulate, and I'm going to take the time to congratulate Coach Nagger and his staff. You know, this was the year, like we said, that you were supposed to beat Valley, or you could beat Valley, and they've answered that bell numerous times this year to continue a tradition that is rich and stems way back almost, I guess, almost 30, 40 years now. That it's just when you put that white helmet and that blue V on, that something special happens.
2:26 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Valley's taking a timeout. They've got the lead 43-18. We're back in 30 seconds on J98.
Are you in need of an appliance? Marzukko Electric Best Brands Plus in St. Genevieve and Perryville is your home of GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, and more. In all, Marzukko Electric carries over 12 lines of appliances, electronics, satellites, and TVs. They also offer factory-authorized appliance service as well as residential, commercial, or industrial electrical service. For all your appliance needs or for professional electrical service, visit Marzukko Electric at 425 Market Street in St. Genevieve or Crossroads Village Center in Perryville.
Well, third and long three, a short four. Take your pick. The backfield is full. You've got Wood right in the middle of the whole thing. They'll hand it off to Justin Roth right here. Roth off tackle left side. He's got a first down, more across the 5 to the 4-yard line. Gain of 9 yards for Justin Roth. And Valley closing in on the end zone once again. 10 carries for Roth and 41 yards.
You were right at the beginning. You know, that weight differential up front has been the key for Valley. The strength of the Warriors' offensive line and the holes that Wood and Fowler and Roth have been able to run through has just been amazing again today.
And been, I think, become more pronounced throughout.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go. And now it's Nolan Wood taking a knee. Valley has seen enough. Says, let's put this semifinal win in our backpack and head towards St. Louis. Clock counts down, 140, 139, 138. The Valley Catholic Warriors going to improve now to 12-2 on the year. Tipton, in its 14th game, will lose for the first time. Wood takes the snap, takes the knee. A 200-yard rushing day for Nolan Wood. These final few will count as carries, but just taking the time off now, 1:10 and counting down in this fourth quarter. Nolan Wood with 23 carries today, 205 yards. Tyler Fowler with 30 carries and 217. And then Justin Roth with 41 yards rushing. And so this Valley Ball Club right at a little bit over 450 yards rushing today. They averaged 355 on the season.
Just really unbelievable. I mean, the way these young men have just really dominated second halves throughout these playoffs is really unbelievable. I mean, I'm kind of speechless, and I can't find the right words. They've manhandled teams in the second 24 minutes of the day.
Final kneel down for Nolan Wood here. And on the change of possession, that was a fourth down. On the change of possession, Tipton will have it 4-1 play. And so this one just going to be perfunctory for the Cardinals just to finish their season. 43-18 be the final score as the offense for the Warriors comes off the field for the final time today. And we'll try to sharpen up to face Hamilton Penny Friday, 4:15 kickoff at the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. And Tipton won't actually run a play. They'll take a knee in a show of good sportsmanship and a nod to Valley as well. 43-18. I've got a lot of math to do. I'll add up these final numbers for Valley Catholic, and we'll head toward our post-game show. Our post-game show brought to you by CWI of Missouri in St. Genevieve. Valley Catholic wins it today, 43-18, and they're back to the Edward Jones Dome for the 4th straight year. This time to face Hamilton Penny, a rematch of the 2009 title game.